Hello and welcome to the ADLR Podcast, episode 127. Thank God that Doc was there. That's it. Cold intro, you know what I'm saying?
His darkest materials.
Almost, but I'm never going to beat the master at that review. Am I right?
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't even remember that review.
Speaking of which, that's also out. So I lied, Brian. I might not be watching Chernobyl next. I might finish catching up with season 2 of His Dark Materials because that's been airing. And I want to see me some more fucking, Anywho, as I said in that horrendous opener, this is a ADLR Podcast, episode 127. I'm joined this week by Randall. That I don't give a crap about Bryant ending it with a kiss. Green. He doesn't know because he didn't watch the video. That's how I test people. Brian De La Rosa here.
That's it?
Yeah. I don't got anything.
Okay.
Again, I'm tired. I don't have anything else. And we got Kelsey, known as WyrdTV, bringing it to you from all broadcasts. There's a television.
Asshole. This guy gave you one right after saying he's tired.
Yeah, I mean but it was trash, wasn't it?
Some.
Oh, so you rather have? Okay, I don't know. I thought you wanted excellence.
Now you a bum now.
Sometimes.
Oh.
Either way. Speaking of who, videos have been going up. It's the bonus edited video that I did was Scott Pilgrim, and it's up now on the channel. Short, like 4-minute, I think it was, not even, of the funniest moments that happened while we were streaming that. Up.
You posted that today?
Saturday.
I have your channel. I've had this for a while since you started streaming on Twitter. Anytime you post anything, it alerts me. So that way when you post videos and things, I can just retweet it.
You could probably do the drop down too, because it lets you do retweet, right?
Like, yeah, so like, if let's say my phone's locked, right, and you're like nuts, it'll be like, yo, he put nuts. I'm like, retweet it.
Yeah, like the Android, when you pull the notification drawer, it gives you options. You can just retweet without having to look through the whole thing.
Yeah, so I know I retweeted this. I just, in my head, I forgot it came out. I just like, oh, it's a video.
Oh, that happened. Yeah, I get that. Well, I hope you're not. Okay.
I was gonna play it, but I wasn't gonna play it with sound.
No, you need the sound.
I mean, I'm going to look at it afterwards with sound. I just wanted to see visually.
No, Randall, you're gonna spoil it for yourself.
Why?
Because there's berating of certain people that you need to visually see and hear it at the same time.
He heard you, and he's like, I'm gonna do it anyway.
Yeah.
Like, that's basically the look he did to you.
There was an alert that went out on Discord.
Randall, any video that I post on my YouTube or I stream, there's an alert on Discord. Every day you go on, yeah, like, are you 80? There's a thing that says feed_YouTube, and that pings anyone who's currently online.
I mean, I'm not saying that it didn't happen. It's just that I get lots of alerts.
Then unfollow those servers. The only place to be is at ADLR's Discord. Any other one place, don't need to be there. All right? So start unfollowing those servers. You're not. That's not how you unfollow. That's not how you get out of the server. Randall, that's not how you.
I'm not.
You're getting more servers now. Okay. Anywho. Yeah, the notifications are always there, Randall.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Why does it say follow to get this channel's updates in your own server?
So if you wanted to subscribe to that channel, you can get it on your other servers that you're betraying me with.
Betray?
Yeah.
That's what it is? It's betrayal? How is it betrayal? The content isn't even the same.
Yo, Brian, what's the one and only Discord?
What? Let me see. Split dash screen space losers.
And I have all of what,
right.
2 people to your 100 and something?
Yep.
Okay.
You have what?
I don't know. He's doing math on me, and I
have only like 2 people in my Discord.
Anthony doesn't have 100.
You have a Discord?
That's a better question.
I'm like, Brian, why would you care about anything besides you have a Discord?
I was gonna be proud of you if you had 100 people. Yeah.
Because that's the returning. That's the question. Because he came at me with, oh, you have that many against mine, and no one on this green earth knew you had a Discord besides me. That's why you only have two.
No.
Ooh.
What do you mean no?
We're gonna move on. We
Joined
just
it if I had fucking known about it. What do you mean no?
Can we start the?
yeah. This is too
Your
early to
podcast.
berate Randall. Let's go through.
We
this
have
bullshit.
started. No, we got no. What is the
Sometimes-
Discord?
yeah,
What is the
sometimes
link?
Sometimes he wakes up with just ignorance, Anthony. That's what he chooses. So we have to berate him as soon as possible.
That's like some dude going, "Well, I cured cancer, but nobody wanted it." What, did you tell anybody? No, they should have just known. Like, I don't fucking understand. What's wrong with them? I've been working on this for years. Who are you again?
What do you mean? I'm Dr. So-and-so. You haven't looked at my papers? You wrote papers? What school did you submit them to? What? They're in my closet.
I'm from Madagascar. Well, that would probably explain a lot of it.
Oh my lord. So no, nothing? You just gonna stay quiet? You're not gonna stay quiet because you've been playing a little game called Hitman 3.
Yeah.
All right. Tell me about Hitman 3 from what you played so far. I mean, granted, you said it was only a couple episodes in, or challenges or whatever, but
I've literally been doing the same, the epilogue over and over and over until I get all the challenges done. Well,
The
I
epilogue
literally
or-
just
The epilogue? You start with the last mission?
isn't
prologue.
I don't know.
Did I-
that
did I-
always that was
Did I
tripped me
say
up.
epilogue?
You said epilogue,
Yeah.
but I
in
believe you.
prologue,
Those
sorry.
two words always mess me up.
I'm in
So
prologue. Yeah, I've been doing the prologue the whole time, and I've been doing all the challenges. So I've basically been doing it over and over and over again. And I just literally just finished the last one, like not even 5 minutes ago.
oh, nice. What are your thoughts on it? I guess quick
I'm-
thoughts, and we'll come back to it when you finish it. I guess.
I really, really, really like it a lot. It's at least so far. So far, the AI and the behavior, the control, all that stuff is really good. It's not one of those games like I was explaining to you earlier. Like if a character or somebody's not supposed to be able to see you, but you like walk right past them, hoping they don't see you, and oh, guess what? They didn't see me. It's not like that. You could be down the hallway, and if you actually, this happened to me because I'm getting used to the controls. So I'm walking down the hallway and I accidentally take my gun out, and everybody starts freaking out and running and screaming and all that stuff like that. And then next thing I know, I got all these dudes surrounding me with guns. And
That's what happens right now when you pull a gun out in a public place.
and
Not
so
in America.
No, even in America.
So I love that aspect of the game. I thought they did a really good job from what I can tell so far.
I mean, this is not the first rodeo. They've made a lot of Hitmen.
Hmm.
So I mean, this is just but it's like 10 Hitman games,
It's 10.
close to it.
There's
Why
like,
is
there's
this
a
called
lot,
Hitman
yeah.
3 then?
there's like
Huh?
9 or 10 because they did like a reboot.
They restarted the series.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's like 9 or
Wow.
10 of them.
Let me see. Just
There's
in my
Hitman.
library alone, I have
There's
5.
first Hitman, Hitman 2, Hitman Contracts. I think is like it's kind of like the first one but redone. Hitman Blood Money, Absolution, and then
Sniper
1, 2,
Challenge,
and 3.
Silent Assassin, Codename
Sniper
47.
Challenge. Sniper Challenge is just an extra thing that came with Absolution.
Oh, and then they have the new series, which is 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
yeah. So okay,
This has been out for a long time.
They've had the time to make sure the AI is somewhat, what's the
I
word?
didn't play the new 1 through 3, so I can't attest to the story, but there was a overlying story within the ones beforehand.
I think you always play as Agent 47, though, don't you?
Yes.
Mhm.
I don't think it changes which one is 847 or Agent 47. I think it's the same guy every time.
Well, he's not the only Agent 47, essentially.
Oh, he's not. I thought it was kind of like 007, where there was where there's only
008.
ever one 007, but it might change,
Well,
hands.
so this is what I'm not 100% on, but I think in contracts they show he's like a clone. Like the barcodes is to show that he's like no one. That they're just
Yeah,
over and
they're
over
just a
again.
number.
Yeah. But I could be wrong. I played it in like elementary school and middle school, so I could be wrong. Was there story between the missions, Randall? What?
He's just doing the prologue. Like
Yeah.
the prologue is usually
That's right.
mechanics. Hey, go kill this guy. You have this amount of options. Try one. Haha, low. It was fun, right? Try it again.
I like the lady's interaction with you, whoever's talking to you in your
Probably
ear.
Diana.
Is it still Diana?
Maybe I haven't.
Is it a British lady?
Yeah, it sounds British.
It's probably
Could be
Diana.
Diana. Yeah, it could be.
47.
Yeah.
It's Diana.
Diana's dirty.
Whoa,
DMCA.
whoa.
That's why I flipped it. No DMCA. There you go.
There you go. I like that. He saved it for me. Well, it's good that you're liking it, Randall. 'Cause like I told you before, they got the IP for James Bond, so I'm beyond curious what they do with a James Bond game.
It's super stressful too, man. Because I don't know.
You don't know what can go wrong.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
Yeah. I
That's
don't
what
know
makes the
who's-
game fun. Like,
Yeah,
there's so
that's
much
what-
shit that's just like, oh, there's a guy there for some reason. Why?
But the good thing about those Hitman games is that if you just follow that person, you'll know why. Like all of them have their routes, like security. If you see security walking around making a perimeter, that's their thing. They're supposed to be making their rounds. Chefs go in and out of the kitchen. Like they all have their AI routes that make sense for the most part.
Mhm.
The key
I like taking
ones,
all the bodies and piling them up in a single room.
The key ones.
What about
usually are the
Hitman?
ones that are. Yeah, that's true. What about Hitman? The
Yeah, that's how I play at Hitman too.
the important NPCs are usually the ones that, like, if this person's gonna be holding X drink that you have to poison, they're on like a certain time where there'll be certain places, but the
And
ones
you-
that don't matter, like, this is what I do.
Yeah. Unless they've
I don't know
added
what that was.
another layer of behavior for those after the fact. But for the most part, the guys you need to worry about either have a window of when you can do something or they'll repeat it over and over. So you have to time it, like Brian said. Like there's sometimes if it's a guy, you have to grab like you know how they can grab drinks and stuff off of a plate?
Mhm.
I think I've seen in either Hitman 1 or 2, he'll go around once and never come back. So if there was something attached to that, you had to do it then.
Oh, snap.
Because not he'll just leave with it and he'll go around talking to people, but he won't go back the same route.
Mhm.
So it's like, oh, okay. And also look out for, I saw a clip of this, but it's in Hitman 3. You go to a nightclub somewhere and there's just this guy in just black underwear and greased up. So I need you to find that guy. He's just in the level. I don't think he's a target or anything.
Wait. Like, he's in a club and he has no clothes on but underwear?
Yeah, I don't know how he got in. Everyone else has clothes on. It's just that and he's like dancing, getting it in. That's the clip I saw. I need you to find that guy.
Okay.
I don't know what level it is. I just a random clip for Hitman 3, and that made me laugh. So I'm like, you need to go see that guy, and don't shoot him.
Well, of course, my main objective is to take out only the target.
Oh, the target, yeah.
What was I gonna say?
So you just knock everybody else out, or do you try and
Yeah.
actually like only do the target? Because I think that's one of the challenges in a couple
Well,
of them.
you have to knock people out in order to take their clothes.
Well, there's a challenge to do it without taking any disguises. Normally,
Oh, it is?
I don't know if it's in the new ones, but in Absolution there was always every level there was a challenge to do it without doing any disguise, and so you'd have to try and figure out a way to set some sort of booby trap or get close enough to the target or snipe them or something in a way that you would take the target out without actually being seen or caught or anything. The hardest ones for me were always like they're like, yeah, don't take any clothes, which obviously make it a little bit harder for them to identify you. But then they're like, here's a single friggin' hallway There's 9 dudes that are constantly doing this, and you're not allowed down there. Don't take any disguises. Like, what the fuck do you mean don't take any disguise? What are you supposed to do? You know, like, yeah, I could probably kill them all, but
Is it the same type of mission where you have to take them out non-violent as well? Because if it's the case where it's just one or the other, I'll just do one challenge where I'm just bodying people in the mouth then with a gun, and then still only. I guess not, since you mentioned it has to be only the target. So I don't know, non-lethal rounds maybe.
And so far, the AI is really intelligent as far as like how they respond to things, how they see things. Like I was telling Anthony earlier, this so with the prologue, there's of course what they call challenges where you're supposed to try to complete all the challenges that they give you, but the challenges that they give you, you can't do them all in one mission. Like some of them are like killing a guy 2 different ways, and then the other ones are like you have to like trigger certain things that you can't do all in one mission. So I was having to keep doing the mission over and over. But there was just one particular case where one of the challenges were to pretty much blow up the target. Instead of like using like the what is it called, fiber wire.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of using the fiber wire or shooting them in the head, you got to use an explosive. So I'm still thinking video game level, usual, like how the AI usually reacts, retarded and dumb.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm used to like, I'm just gonna put this bomb right here in front of the table that he's gonna come to, and he's miraculously not gonna see it. And when he walks up to do whatever he does, I'm gonna hit the button and boom, explosion.
Mm-hmm.
So I put the bomb right down in front of the table, right? Dude comes up with it's him and some other guy that he's talking to, the target. So dude comes up, he's like, he looks down. I see him look down. He's like, what the heck is this? He backs up, turns around, goes to one of his bodyguards, and like he's talking to him in the other room.
Uh-huh.
He comes back, the bodyguard, he looks down, he's like, what the heck is this doing here? And he picks it up, looks at it, and then takes it away with him. I'm like, oh my God. So I had to literally find a spot where he couldn't see it. And when he came in there by himself, then by then I was already off the boat. And I just waited for him to go in the room, and I hit the button, and it exploded.
And that's it. And you kill a human being, right? How does it feel? Do you get a satisfaction when you're undressing the men for their clothing?
No.
Oh.
You didn't say no.
I'm really impressed by the AI though, man. So far, that's what makes it so stressful. It's like
they're not playing random.
No, they're not. Like even if you walk past somebody, like let's say there's a wall, like a pillar. Let's say so you know how like there's like pillars or like there's the wall section in between windows.
Yeah.
So there's like a window. So when I'm walking past, if a guy on the other side of the window is somebody I'm not supposed to see, or he's not supposed to see me, if I walk past the window, just that little bit of him seeing me in the window, the meter goes up a little bit. Like it's immediate. It's like it's almost like it's real. It's like if they're in your line of sight, they can see you.
It's like, yo, you're not hiding, bro. I can see your bald ass head from all over here.
Yeah. I tried to do that because, like, in the beginning of the game, there's a part where it's like all the way on the end, like in front of the boat where you go, the entrance to the boat. There's 2 police officers and a mechanic, I think. Mm-hmm. And then there's another guy who has to do with the he's the guy who's meeting the target. So one of the challenges was to dress as the guy so that I meet him because they've never met before.
Yeah.
So I thought maybe because they were a little further down, I could just take a coin and throw it to distract them, and then he walks over to the coin, and then he's done. I did that, pick up coin, throw it over there. He sees the coin. I'm like, yeah, he's done. I got him. Mm-hmm. As soon as he walks over to the coin, I go to choke him. The dudes all the way down is like, what the heck are you doing? They start taking out their guns. I'm like, okay. All right.
Because you're playing like Metal Gear. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Where they have the little fucking cones and like, oh, pass here, they're blind.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
it
Yeah.
doesn't work that way.
They still have some of that, but it's still like oh, there's a guy behind me. Oh, he's shooting somebody. Not that I would know that, but what are you doing?
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
I don't know if the first mission lets you do it, but whenever you get like further into the games, they actually they give you the dossier where he's gonna be, the kind of person he is, and then you actually pick what you bring with you on the mission. I don't know if this one lets you do it off rip or not.
After I can vouch for Hitman 1 of this because I played it during the Extra Life where everyone for like the last 20 minutes before the mission you can pick your loadout as well.
For every mission or
After
like
the
with the
epilogue
prologue too?
After that, I remember the prologue letting me prologue. Sorry, I remember the prologue letting me pick my loadout. You just spawn in, right? But for the other missions after that, you get to like Brian said, you get all the briefing and then
I just started my first mission. So my first mission, no, I'm sorry. I think it's another training. It's another training thing.
Because you just spawned in.
So there's the prologue where you learn everything, and then they have another training thing that's called the final test.
Okay.
Which is what I'm doing now.
Yeah. So I think that's
it's not an actual real mission.
Okay.
It's the final test before I go on a real mission.
The other ones will be like, oh, what do you want to bring with you? If you bring a huge weapon that you wouldn't fit on you, there'll be a place you can find it that someone stashed it for you. So if you're like, let me bring this fucking coin to distract them, a pistol, my fiber wire, and an entire sniper, it'll be like kept for you somewhere. You have to go find it, assemble it from the briefcase, and then actually do it.
That's cool.
Because it wouldn't make sense you just Baldu with a big ass fucking briefcase walking in. Yeah, that's not suspicious.
Yeah, I like that. See, that's grounded. They put a lot of thought into that.
If you ever go back to the pre-reboot, I really liked like if you were to play all of them, I would recommend play all of them. But if you were just to play a few of them, I liked Blood Money and Absolution because Diana's more important in those, and it's a good story within themselves.
They were having some sort of interview. Well, not interview, but it was the lady. I guess it's the same lady you guys are talking about, and some other guy. And the guy doesn't want Agent 47. Like he it sounds like he wants to terminate him. So they're like at odds. Like she wants to use him for the missions, he doesn't. So it's just you and her basically saying we're going to prove these guys that we can still do it because this guy's talking like he said that Agent 47 is a liability. Like he's too dangerous or some junk like that. So I don't know what's going on.
I've seen him throw suitcases, so yeah.
Throw suitcases?
Right.
There's
one in Hitman 3 they upped it. I think they added a banana now. Because I've seen gifs of him grabbing a banana and throwing it at someone and then just knocks them the fuck out.
There's an episode. I don't remember if it was Hitman or GTA or what, but there's a thing where the guy throws a briefcase and there's another person that's on like a jet ski. And the guy of the jet ski's going like this, and the briefcase is just it's so.
I think it was Hitman because he did the same. Anytime he throws something, he does this. He goes like this.
He throws it with such intensity that it's great. You can throw almost anything, dude. I think the two latest things I've seen for Hitman 3 is you can throw a banana and you can grab a muffin and just hit him in the face with the muffin, and they get knocked out. That's hilarious.
The only thing that I noticed that is a little unrealistic is like I had to put some guy in a freezer. I'm like, this is gonna kill him.
Yeah, that would probably kill him if he's in the freezer.
Like I knocked him out,
and then without clothes,
put him in the freezer.
Like
the kitchen freezer, like the big ones.
Not the one, not the like walk-in ones, but the little portable ones. I mean, they're not little, but they're like portable, and they.
Are you talking about a chest freezer?
Yeah.
That would probably give him some sort of.
If he doesn't die, he's gonna have severe frostbite.
Yeah, like
he's gonna die from suffocation. That thing seals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it? Is it hyper when it's low temperature or hypo?
Hypothermia.
Yeah, you would develop that if you're there for a while, I would assume.
If you survive the breathing problem, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if it's still like he said, he would probably suffocate to death before that happens.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
You did it, Randall. To that poor man. All you wanted was his clothes.
Why would they do that, man?
Oh, they do what? We say they like you didn't do it.
They didn't think about that part. They like if they're making an effort so that you don't actually kill people, then don't put somebody in a freezer box.
Well, check. You can check the next time to see if there's any openings.
That's
There
how you
isn't.
preserve the meat for the chili.
Yeah. There's only 2 places
You don't want to eat
that you
Jason?
could- What?
Jason tastes good.
What are you talking about?
Isn't that the meat that's going in the chili?
Anyway, there's only 2 places I see that you can hide people. It's in the freezer chest, which was in the kitchen, and then there's the
for that level. I'm like, you can hide them in plenty of spots.
No, I'm saying these are the only 2 places I've seen thus far.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's the freezer and the locker.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
You should be able to hide them in a bathroom.
Yeah, in a bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
How
throw
is
them in a
that?
stall or something.
Oh,
He hasn't gotten to any of those yet.
Or you throw them. Some of them you can throw them in there and then lock the door. And
Yeah.
then only you can unlock it.
That way, even if you have anybody roaming around, they can't go in there and see it. So it just thinks it's a closed door.
Lots of the missions I did in Absolution, you just find a room that only has like one person that goes in and out of it. You choke them out and you leave them in the room, and then you choke them out and take everybody into that one room, and then you don't have to worry about it. Literally just throw in piles of bodies of choked out people.
That's Kelsey's red room right there.
Sometimes if it's a mission I've already done, like I'm replaying the game, I'll murder someone in a room and sit in that room in the corner, and I'll like, is that a... And I shoot them in the back of the head.
Oh, shit.
And then I just sit there for like 20 minutes, and then like, yo, was that it? And I shoot them in the back of the head.
what is wrong with him, man?
Well, I mean, better a video game character than in real life, right?
So one other gripe I have with the game is that
you can't lure people into a bathroom and shoot them in the head.
No.
Didn't say no.
So I had to put on the disguise of one of the cellar people, and you can serve drinks and stuff like that or whatever. So there was this one part where I'm supposed to poison the drink so that the guy can drink it and go to the bathroom, and while he's throwing up, I'm supposed to take him out while he's throwing up.
Okay.
So I go up to the counter. There's me and there's another sailor guy who's an employee. He's standing right in front of me. And I'm like, right in front. I'm putting the poison in the glass right in front of him. And he's like this. I'm like, should he be, should there be an animation that's a little more discreet about what I'm doing, not just...
Well, I mean, maybe he doesn't like that guy. He's egging you on.
Yeah, there's been missions that I've done in Absolution where I'll like poison somebody's drink, and like some dude will walk by as I'm like doing, like I'm sitting here like holding the bottle like this, and they'll go, and then just leave.
I'm not drinking that shit, and then walks up.
You know what's the saddest? I think that some people might react like that in real life.
Yeah. That
I'm
it's
not
not
gonna
their
stop him.
Yeah, it's like, hey, some high level shit's going on. I'm not gonna insert myself with some guy getting rat poison. I'm not trying to get rat poison, Randall.
If I walked in on that, and even though I had no cane or no shades, I'd pretend I'm blind. I'd walk in, I'm like, whoa.
Jeez.
And as soon as you hear their voice, like, hey, what are you doing here? Oh, there's someone here. Good. Can you walk me out of here? I'm blind.
Right.
I would left them with a whoa and then walk. That's it.
And stumbled backwards.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That makes me think of American Dad. I think it is. Stan like shoots somebody, like he's like having a dream and he shoots somebody, and then there's a guy that's like, "Don't shoot! I'm blind. I didn't see anything." And then he like wakes up and he goes, "Damn it, he wasn't blind."
What? Oh, goodness.
It's pretty good.
I'm going to use that if I ever get into it. I'm blind. I didn't see anything. I'm good. Safe. Okay, so we'll get back to you, Hitman. I called you Hitman. You're the Hitman now.
No. I'm not.
Agent 47.
Agent 47. Once you get some more meat off of that sandwich, you know what I'm saying?
So you guys know about Agent 47, it sounds like. and
Yeah.
we all know about 007.
Yeah.
Who do you think would win?
Sounds like voice?
Huh?
No,
Oh, sorry.
I said, who do you think would win?
Oh, okay. Because you mentioned what he sounds like, right? Is that what you
Yeah.
said?
That's what I heard.
No. I
Oh.
said we
You said we
I
know
said
what.
we you guys know about Agent 47, and I said we all know about
Oh,
007.
yeah.
So I said, who do you think will win?
I think Hitman. I think Agent 47 would. I feel like Bond relies a lot on luck
and
with a
Yeah.
lot of his stuff,
and gadgets.
whereas Hitman's a little more ruthless, or can be. He try like usually he's pretty, you know. I'm not really sure how to describe it, but he can be a lot more ruthless.
There's two things here because I don't remember many missions for Agent 47 that's go get information. It's if the hitman's there, if Agent 47 is there, someone's dying. Whereas 007, if he's there, he could be there to get some mission, to get some information, maybe just escorting somebody. 007 could do more than just kill. Hitman kills.
Here's the thing.
He's
It's
there
like-
to end someone's life.
James Bond goes in with any gear he needs, some Q or whatever.
Yeah.
You can play Hitman. He like that banana. I can use that for later.
Yeah,
Whatever's-
like-
you can take out your target with him with anything in your surrounding.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna give it to Hitman.
Even okay, let me alter it just a little bit. Even with Daniel Craig's Bond,
Yeah, because
That doesn't matter.
he's still that 007 role.
that
is-
007 is a little more ruthless
but that was more rough.
and less gadgety.
Like a lot of he's still getting out, like beat the hell up. When you do a perfect run at Hitman, that man is spotless. That man,
And
like
he's a master
because
disguise,
he's not. That's his main objective is to not be seen. So he's not exactly
okay, so that's what I'm telling.
going into confrontation. Bond usually goes into confrontation.
That's why Hitman would win.
Hitman's by any means if you want him to. be.
Yeah, if Plan A didn't work, Plan B might. If Plan B don't work, Plan C. All the way to G where the Glock comes out. Like he has got plans all the way A through Z. And he'll take out your uncle's fucking outfit. He'll wear that shit in front of you.
He'll dress up like Q to kill you.
Yeah, like when 007 goes and be like, "Hey Q, you got any new gadgets?" This one, and he just blasted him dead.
And then
I don't
took
know.
his outfit, and now he's James Bond.
All you did is leave a naked Daniel Craig bleeding out on the... You know he didn't wear underwear.
Oh shit!
Oh my gosh. And I'm gonna give it to Hitman because, like, again, what I know Agent 47 to do is to kill. I need someone dead, Agent 47. I need to get some dossier info or some shit, then Daniel, like, hook me up with some info or intel. He can do that. But I want someone dead, Randall, like the Mafia. I'm calling 47.
I even put 47 above John Wick.
Oh
What?
no, that's a better
Oh.
conversation. No.
Oh wait, I need to hear.
Yeah, we
you need
need-
to give me explanation on this.
Okay, you saw the most recent John Wick, right?
Yes, he did.
Yes.
You saw the state he was in, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
When have you seen Hitman like that? He goes in on an objective, it's done. John Wick sloppy with it. He did all that for a dog, and you saw how much damage he took doing all that for his dog.
But there's different context there. On John Wick's defense, I'm not saying he's better. John Wick had all of the assassins against him, and they knew where he was at. That's
Okay.
his handicap. So we can't. Hitman, they never knew where he was at, so he always had the advantage.
I can't say spoilers.
Okay, but the fight when you said John Wick, that's a fight. If they both don't know about each other or where they're at, that fight I would like.
All right,
That's
so in
a
this-
better fight than 007.
So do you think in a straight up hand to hand combat fight, them like right in front of each other, you still think 47 will win?
He's made to kill.
He also has CQC training. They sure.
I
should
mean,
be-
John Wick is too.
that's what I'm saying. It'd be a good fight. I'm not siding with any of them. I don't know who to pick. I like both of
I
them.
picked 47. I think clean.
We also don't actually really know that much about John Wick. We've only seen what he's capable of when he's going into.
Pencil.
Yeah, like
Because,
he
like,
has
the very first
mafia people
movie-
scared.
Yeah, the very first movie, like he was,
The Baba Yaga.
like, yeah, and they sent him into a mission where he was not supposed to survive, and then walks away, and that's how he got out of the business. Is like he did something that he was there was no reason or explanation for him ever surviving, and he did it. So
They're like, fuck, we can't kill this guy, so fuck,
I mean-
just let him live his life and we won't bother him.
And think about it, he never did it without help. In every movie, he has someone that helps. John Wick has someone that helps him. 47 is just like, this is the guy, this is what he does, do what you want.
I know it's harder to believe how badass Hitman is because this is your first experience with it, but the missions he's gone through over like the fucking years, yeah, Hitman is there to kill.
I won't say what game, but there's a time at his own funeral, he has a target. I'm not even kidding. At his own funeral, he has to kill somebody.
What do you mean at his?
Think about
That's all I'm gonna say.
yeah, just think about what he just said.
Wait, at Agent 47. So if I'm Agent 47 at my own funeral, I have to take somebody out.
Yeah.
So people think I'm dead. I am laying in a coffin. People think I'm dead, and I still have a mission to fulfill.
Yeah.
Mhm.
yep.
Okay.
I'm telling you, it's fucking crazy what he's
Do you
done.
actually play through this mission?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think one of the games ends with the beginning of that scene and the next game picks up right after. If I'm not
It's-
mistaken.
It's the final mission in one of the games.
Oh, then maybe that's what it was.
At your own funeral, Randall. There's a way to
Oh.
fail that mission if you never get out of the coffin.
What? What?
If
You have to get out of the coffin?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. What do you think's gonna happen to the coffin if you don't get out of the coffin, Randall?
they're literally getting ready to like lower
Bury you.
and you have to get the fuck out.
But I mean, if you get out, people are going to see you.
Yeah, but okay, Ron, you gotta play to
I just
understand
don't
what.
understand. Like, if your whole point is like to be secretive about it,
But it's a specific target that got him there for that. Like, oh, I need to see this motherfucker get buried. So now you have the target there.
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Some people only come out at funerals for certain things, usually for a certain person, either a loved one or to make sure that the person's actually dead.
Yeah, the latter when it
Yeah.
comes to like the
So
big
that's kind of
wigs.
that's kind of a spoiler, but
I mean,
you
it's
know
more
anything
than
before or
that is
after?
a spoiler.
Yeah, that is a spoiler. But the thing is, like, it just had to be, in my opinion, it had to be said for this conversation.
Just because I know Reynolds like, why are these guys talking to Hitman? It's like about like he's the shit. His own fucking
he
funeral.
is the shit.
Okay,
At
like
his own funeral, he has to kill somebody.
so again, I'm not siding on either one. I would love to see that fight because they're both trained in like literally killing each other. So
If you want, Randall, you beat Hitman 3, play through all the pre-reboot, and then if you still like those games, you can animate this Wick versus 47.
that's true because you can learn more about Hitman through the background, through the backstory there. That would be a good fight because 47 is very.
So he's not all just shooting and blowing stuff up. He has like hand-to-hand combat skills.
They should have shown you that in the prologue. You can go up and
Yeah.
like start doing CQC, and you have to time it like with QTEs.
So far, not yet.
Oh well, if you get to like a physical altercation, it comes up with like QTEs, and you can block stuff if you time it right and hit him.
Oh,
It's quick stuff. It's not like you over here playing Tekken, but he can handle himself. Granted, it doesn't look as fancy as John Wick because John Wick's is like gritty, hardcore, long hair Keanu going ugh, and then shooting. So like,
And then you could potentially beat somebody up with a janitor's outfit. So, you know.
a lot of the stuff I've seen like the memes on Reddit and stuff is them doing crazy missions, always in a clown outfit. So it's just Hitman with like a big fucking red nose and just serious face.
There was one of the games where someone did that and only used a big ass fish to slap people with. I don't remember
how
which
were
one
they
it
doing
was.
it? Getting this stuff? Is this like secret items or something?
I mean, like if you're doing a mission, I think for the clown one there wasn't a mission where you go to like a mafia man's kid's birthday,
Oh,
and your target was either the mafia leader or the wife or something, or maybe both. Anyways, you're at his house because they ordered like the clown to be there and stuff, and you can go in there as the clown.
do you guys know for sure if he's a clone?
Yeah,
That's what I don't.
Yeah.
There's a mission. There's missions that I believe so, but again, I played these games in like elementary school to middle school, so I could maybe not remember it the way I thought it was.
could have been like a tripping out scene.
Mm-hmm.
So that's Hitman. As an early first impressions for Randall, we'll come back to him when he's got a few legit missions in there. I'm gonna go ahead and take the reign here and talk about a little game called Cyber Shadow. Cyber Shadow is a single-player, side-scrolling action platformer.
Oh, I downloaded that and I just haven't had a chance to play it.
Well, lucky for you, you're gonna hear me just gossip, or not gossip, or like fucking love it. Anyway, published by the same people who did okay. Brian, you could have just said okay.
I didn't want to cut you off.
I'm gonna urine. All right. What was I talking about? Published by Yacht Club Games. Before I thought it was developed by them, which are the developers of Shovel Knight. But this is, I guess they're still working on their own thing. They're just published by the same people who made it. I forgot the team name who developed this. Please, Anthony, please. Mechanical Head Studios. They're the people who developed it, and then Yacht Club produced it or published. Very, very awesome. If you love old Ninja Gaiden type of games mixed with some pretty fun platforming, sometimes pretty challenging platforming. Hold on, I gotta close this window here and put this here. Lit. The game is awesome. The music's fantastic. It still has that old retro sounding vibes. The cutscenes are made like those old like 80s or 90s video games where it's like sort of like the cinema aspect ratio, but then a pixel art comes up and they're doing their whole cutscenes and stuff. All of it's a great homage to the older games. It runs great, obviously, because there's not much to 2D. It looks like what it looks like. Like, it's not much to render. Plays great. Sometimes it handles too good. And you're like, what does that mean? Okay, so what I usually like to do in games like that is like jump, attack, and then change my direction backwards so I can look like I'm backslashing. That makes sense? Mm-hmm. Well, in this game, it takes your input legit. So if you jump, swing, and then go back, he'll turn around and swing the other way. So that cost me my life multiple times. Because games like Shovel Knight and stuff, you kind of buffer it in there. You jump, swing, and then move the direction of your air because it's very responsive. So you'll go back. Because that's normal 90s side-scrolling games. This one's like, no. You hit back, you're turning around. So I'm over here trying to slash something in the air so I can like be cute with it. No, I give him my back and he's like, okay. And just does damage. And I'm like, well, there's that. And it keeps getting me because it feels like it would let me do that because that's how tuned the controls are.
Did you beat it already?
Not yet. I'm like maybe halfway. But it's a what is it? A linear game sort of, but throughout the levels you play, there's obviously parts that you can't get to unless you get to like the upgrades. So you can still like Metroidvania it if you want to by traveling back through the levels and going into those, like the hidden areas to get more health ups or mana / energy upgrades. My biggest gripe I think with this game is, of course it's probably by design, but the platforming and the movement upgrades are given to you later than sooner. So, I guess spoilers for the unlocks you can get. You can get wall slide, which is like kind of like, you guys play Mega Man X where you can like slide on the wall and jump up and jump up. You get that, but that's later after you've gotten so many other upgrades, and also dashing. Like,
You can't dash until later?
until you get the ability later.
But
Is this a Metroidvania?
Yes, it can be, because you can retract your step and access areas you couldn't before. But in terms of the story, I've been beelining it because it's kind of.
So those extra moves that you get, you don't need them at the time.
No, you don't need them, but there's platforming stuff that you do before you get there that I'm like, it would make this part so much easier.
If
that
you
makes
had
sense.
that ability.
Yeah, but they're designed
sorry.
so you can get through it without it, obviously.
So I guess my question is more, is it one big map or is it levels like Shovel Knight?
It's levels like Shovel Knight, but they're tied together. Because you can warp to any of them from different warp stations. It's very odd. I know I'm saying it a lot, it feels odd, but when you play, it plays like a linear game. And once you finish chapter 1, you get the upgrade station and then like a warp zone. and then you can go back to chapter 2, chapter whatever the chapter is, but they're just levels.
But it's redoing the whole level.
If you wanted to, yeah. Or you can just like go halfway, come back, and warp to the wherever else you want to warp to.
So every time you go to a new, go back to a level, everything respawns?
I never went back yet. Because I got to areas where I'm like, oh, I have to come back for this. And then I kept playing it.
My guess is it's, from what I'm hearing, it's just a convenient Mega Man X when you're trying to get the armor.
Oh, maybe.
'Cause you know how
That's
you get
technically
some parts.
what this is, because you fight a boss that's basically in front of the next upgrade. Whether it be your better sword, or you can throw kunai, or you can do. Oh, there's a freaking short. You can throw fireballs in the air with your knife with your sword. I'm like, that's badass. What else? There's some other upgrades that were cool. It's just that for me, like myself, like I like to. Everybody here knows like to like bum rush to the end. Dashing would have helped with that.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm surprised because it's like, I mean, you're a ninja, aren't you? Like,
yes.
That I feel like that should be part of like your base kit. Like that shouldn't be, oh, you got an upgrade that now you can maybe like double dash or dash farther or something, but not like,
So you can use your mana that you have or meter or whatever have to improve on those skills that you get. So if you have meter and you do dash, you go a lot further, but it costs you mana, and I think you do more damage too because it's like a dash attack. It's not just a regular dash; it's a dash attack. So your dashing is attacking forward. It's odd saying it, but once you play, like once you have it in your hands, it feels great. Like the moves feel great. The wall jumping, all of that, awesome. I would have wanted that earlier.
Mm-hmm.
But they designed around it because like the levels are fine without it. I'm like, shit, these platforming things are killing me. Then I got the wall jump and I'm like, okay, I got it. It's a lot easier. And then they up the platforming difficulty. Like, oh, you thought you were cute with the wall jump? Now try to do it in this. And I'm like, oh.
What was that game that you played that I started playing? Like I got hooked on it.
Katana Zero.
Is it better than that?
I still haven't played that either.
Is Cyber Shadow better than Katana Zero?
Yeah.
Not yet. I haven't finished Cyber Shadow. I don't want to compare them both, but Katana Zero, I had a much enjoyable time. One, because the soundtrack.
I remember playing the controls in that game. That jump was flawless.
It was really good. Yes, Katana Zero is definitely. If you guys haven't played it, Katana Zero is legit. That I think is
I've
still.
actually played that one.
I'd recommend that.
Yeah, it's really good, and the story is really good. I think that's one of the reasons why I got so hooked on it because the story was really good too.
It takes place in like a Neo Tokyo type of thing, or like futuristic thing, and you're a swordsman with a katana, but you're suffering from an illness due to the drugs that you've been taking that enhances you. I mean, if you play it, it's pretty good.
Okay, what about the story in
the
Cyber
very
Shadow?
person that's supposed to be helping you.
Yeah. What happened, Brian?
I said, what about Cyber Shadow's story?
I gotta be honest with you. I know there's a clan that they're getting taken over by whatever the fuck's going on. It's like a bomb exploded in the city. Something went off in the city. And now you are trying to get back your lost clan members. And then also save your leader. And then I lost interest. I'm here for the gameplay now.
Oh, okay.
So, like, I'm not saying it's bad or good. It's just like it had a good start. I'm like, okay, so I'm here trying to save the chick is I think is the leader. And you have also like other like samurai people that are there. Like you go into an area where it's like a shrine, and it teleports you somewhere where I guess your clan used to be, and you see a bunch of all these other characters. You can talk to them and stuff, but they don't really help you out besides they go there, you know? So they don't really have much. I don't know.
If you're
input.
gonna compare it to its Shovel Knight, then what do you think? What do you think each one does better than the other one?
Well, Shovel Knight definitely has the easy arc. Girl needs help, go save her, right? Anyone can get behind that. It's Shield Knight. You got to save Shield Knight. You know what I'm saying? Shovel Knight and Shield Knight probably had something going. You got to go save her. Facts. Who has her? The big baddie girl. She got minions. You got to fight through her minions to get to her. That's like it's easy, cookie cutter. We can get through it. We can get behind it, right? We're heroes. Where this is like, I'm still don't know if I'm the hero yet, or like I don't know what's happened. I don't know what's happening in the world for me to know what the hell my place is in it. you know?
Your place is for you to do you, bro.
That's what I've been doing. All these platformer jumping and then like slashing enemies and stuff. Love it. You know?
Are there cutscenes like the old Ninja Gaiden?
That's what I'm saying. The cutscenes are made like in those old style where it's like they make try to make cinematic sounds with like what is it, like 8-bit music or whatever, and they'll have like close-ups. There's one shot that I'm like, Brian's gonna print this out or like send it to me one day. It's like one of the enemies, but it's a robot because it's in the future, and he just has his gun out like this, but it's from the side, so you just see him standing like with a gun out because they like zoomed in and made it look cinematic, and I'm like, that guy's dead. You don't just aim a gun at a ninja. You shoot before they know that you're there. But they're like that. They're like quick cutscenes. Like it's just, oh, what? Nani? And then like we moved on, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But nothing like all the actual like meat of the dialogue and stuff is done like in the old with the text, and then you move on to the next. So again, like what I'm here for is gameplay, and this game's got it. It's fun as shit. Platforming's fun. It could be frustrating at times because I had some issues where the collision for my sprite looked like, I swear to you, I wasn't going to make that jump. So I adjust in my control, like, oh, let me back up. I'm not going to make that jump because I can, always deflect backwards. It snaps to me on top of the platform where I'm like, there's no way in hell I would have made that. Which then caused me to go back and fall off the platform. Because I'm like, shit. You can, like, if you see the trajectory, like, I'm not making that. Because the platform, my body, I'm like, I'm not making that. It's like I'm inhaling it with my mouth. So I'm like, I'm not going to make it. And then goes, and I'm up, and I'm like, oh, fuck. And I just go backwards and die. So stuff like that, I'm like, it's hard to get used to. But once you do, the platforming's fun. The music's great. It has mostly it's great because I died a lot, so I heard the same beginning part of the same level's music a lot. So the beginning of most of the music, I know it by heart.
The worst for me is still was it Ninja Gaiden 2 for the Xbox? Fuck that game, dude.
Does this
it's like a 6-minute intro, and
just to get
like,
fucking obliterated by enemies, and you can't skip. If I remember correctly. You
can't skip it, no. And then before the scene even goes out of black and allows you to control your character, all you hear is and then and you blow up because they throw explosive kunai on hard.
Yeah, dude. I don't think there's difficulty settings in this, but I don't remember. They leave that difficulty stuff within the game design, and that's what I love. At first, the platform was like, okay, it's pretty easy. Oh my god, this is getting pretty rough. Oh, I got a wall jump. Nice. It's gonna make some of the stuff easier. It is making it easier. Fuck, they designed it around the wall jump. It's fun. I haven't finished it yet, so I guess I might come back next week and see if I still love it. But so far, I think I'm on the halfway point. I'm loving it so far. I highly recommend it, especially for those like nostalgic for the old type of games. It's got the same art style, controls really well, music's fantastic. Yeah, gameplay's king, and that it's fun to play.
Game of the year?
Back it up. I remember what happened to somebody here who said that way too early in the year.
That was an anomaly, though, man. There's no way in the world that game should have been that bad.
Well, it happened.
I mean, the game itself isn't bad. Like I'm saying, I'm still waiting for it to be patched.
Stabilize.
Yeah, but it's not.
Well, I'm not judging it based off the bugs and stuff like that, because the PC version is way better than what I've heard goes on with the console. I'm judging it based off the story. The story is a letdown to me. My biggest
complaint for that game forever will be that Jackie intro, that sequence with Jackie.
The montage?
Yeah, that should have been something I played through and then got to know Jackie, not, oh, you know Jackie now. I hated that. When I played that, I'm like, that's it?
That could have been all gameplay.
That could have been an entire arc.
Yeah.
That could have been like chapter 1. Meeting and befriending Jackie, becoming friends. So then when the inevitable happens to him, it would feel more. Not just, oh, I guess it's over.
Mm-hmm.
Then they killed that. That could have been the great way to end that chapter. Like, oh, fuck, your boy is,
It's just, story-wise, it was too safe. I think they tried to make something, and it turned out I cared about only one character throughout playing it. But the gameplay was fun.
Well, we'll see. Well, Godspeed to them. Yeah, that's it. Cyber Shadow. I recommend it so far. I'm gonna stick with it. Halfway through it, I still recommend it. We'll see how bullshit it gets through at the end of it. The boss battles are fun. I forgot to mention that the boss battles are very Mega Man like ish. It's like, oh, you got a little room here. You got to learn the pattern, dodging patterns, figure out when to attack. Like classic, like that. That's pretty cool stuff. Some bosses had like a 2-phase thing, which was, you know how I am with the phases. Yeah.
Phases.
But I'm like,
absolutely hate phases.
The thing I liked about this though is that it saved in between. So you kill the first phase, he gets away, but there's a checkpoint in between. So if you died on the second phase, you just redo the second phase.
That's not as bad because they have that in God of War too, as well. You know, when you fight like the brothers and the one dude in the very beginning, once you phase him, it at least starts from there.
Yeah. Which like it saves from the headache of redoing stuff. I hate it. I would like multi-phase bosses. Nah, bro, I'm good. I don't got time for that. What else? The bosses were good so far. No, fuck. Let me retract that. All bosses but the fucking snake one. Fuck that. There's one boss there. I'm like, this guy freeing me up as often as he wants. So if you guys play, let me know what you guys think of the fucking snake one because I hated it. It's a water level. It's a water boss fight. Nah, I hated that one. So we'll see how the other bosses are, but that one I hated.
Anxiety. There's water levels like in Mario.
But you float for the most part. Like you don't die. It's just that you're now underwater going up against a snake shit that's doing this. That takes up a lot of the screen space. And when you collide with him, there goes 25% of your health.
But there's no like breath mechanic.
Nah, not that I know of. I'm not in the water that long, Brian. When I get in water, I want to get the fuck out of water. So like I got out. You move so slow. You can't attack that well. Like you need to get out of there.
Did you guys ever play the original Sonic the Hedgehog games?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then the water levels?
Yeah,
bubble.
Yeah, and then when time's running out is
yeah, that is the visual embodiment of anxiety. Is that fucking happening?
Yeah, the music didn't help either.
Like I get nervous and anxious like just thinking about it. I'm like, fuck, I need to get out of here.
Yeah, like where's the closest exit? I'm like, you're a hedgehog, just spin into that little thing, you just fly out
and
of there.
You're trying to jump as fast as you can, but you're underwater, so it's like
yeah, it's like and he's looking at you like, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah. I guess that's all I have to say about Cyber Shadow. We can move on. We can move on to Kelsey because he saw some throwbacks on here. What made you go watch Hackers and Swordfish? Both great movies in their own right.
Because they're amazing.
Yes.
I was up at Nick's. I was up at Skippy's this weekend, and we were just hanging out, and he was like, "We should watch Hackers," and then I was like, "Yes, Hackers sounds amazing." And then after that, we're like, "We should watch Swordfish."
Because they're amazing.
Yeah, they're like, Hackers is. It's one of those that's like it's so terrible. It's amazing. It's just the greatest thing ever. You know, I love the whole visualization of going through the computer when they're hacking and things.
Isn't that what Natalie Portman?
Natalie Portman? Yeah, I think she's.
It's Angelina Jolie.
Jolie's in it. I'm like, ooh.
I think it was one of them.
Yeah, she's like super young in it. It's a 95 movie. She's super young. She's got really short hair. God, that movie was awesome.
Have you guys all seen Hackers and Swordfish?
I saw Hackers. I haven't seen Swordfish.
I might have. I don't know.
Swordfish is with I think Hugh Jackman and what's her name?
John Travolta.
And
Halle Berry.
Halle Berry. I was gonna say Catwoman.
He said, "What's her name?" John Travolta.
Well, I started to say it as.
I know. I'm not faulting you. It's just it was funny the way it lined up.
Oh my gosh! Also, really good movie.
So yeah, I mean, if you've not seen Hackers, you should definitely just treat yourself once and at least watch it.
And I'll add a disclaimer to it. If you work in anything IT, you'll love Hackers.
Because how unrealistic it is.
Oh yeah.
Because it's just movie magic what they think is happening on the computers, you know? Yeah. Like it's not Mr. Robot.
No, it's so funny. hack the planet. Like their virus simulation and everything. It's just it's a very, very dated movie.
Yes.
Like, you know, early 90s, late 80s, early 90s. And it's just so good. And then Swordfish, if you haven't seen Swordfish, you should definitely treat yourself and watch that one too. It's Hugh Jackman, John Travolta, and Halle Berry, and Don Cheadle's in it. And there's
Wow, I don't remember Don Cheadle being in it.
yeah, he's the FBI or CIA agent that arrested Hugh Jackman's character
Okay.
in the very beginning. Or they
Oh.
were like at another point.
Okay.
Did you guys know? Fun fact about Don Cheadle: in like the 70s or 80s, he was in an R&B music video.
What?
I don't know if he's fucking with me.
He's one of the guy like dancers.
For what?
For what song?
I don't remember what song. I'm gonna look it up for you. I saw the video. I was like, that's funny.
Oh, let me look at something. Look, I wanted to look something up earlier today because I had a realization when I told you about 007 being like the developers who did Hitman 3 are doing the next James Bond movie, and I'm just sitting there eating, and I'm like, wait. So let me see something. I think Sean Bean is in GoldenEye.
Is he gonna die?
Here, hold on. I'm putting it in.
Yep, he is, and he does die. That's why I'm like, oh,
I'm putting in our all group chat. That's the video he's in.
gotcha. Yeah, Sean Bean is in GoldenEye. He plays Alec.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought about that. I was just sitting there eating my fucking Chick-fil-A sandwich. And I'm like, isn't Sean Bean in that? And then that's welcome to my mind, you know? Anyway.
So we have our question chat. Zordon wants to hear Randall's take on the stock market with GameStop and everything.
Oh, Lord.
There's
There's nothing to say, man. A lot of people got in, and they were fortunate. They made a lot of money. But I think it's going to be short-lived.
I'm sure it is.
Isn't the point? It's just a hold until they fuck up the major investors?
I don't know.
All the investors are fucked up. They've lost over $70 billion in this.
That's what I was saying. Isn't that what the point of that was? Of squeezing
sort of.
the...
They were, because that's what hedge fund managers and things have been doing for years. So what was it? Melvin, whatever it is, they shorted 140% of GameStop's options, stock options.
That's
So that's more than what actually exists. And so then all the Redditors, because they were like expecting to basically just topple GameStop and close it down by shorting everything. And then Reddit was like, no, fuck that. And that's where they started, buying and giving it all this love and attention and everything. And it went from like $3
to 300.
146 or something like that?
No, last time I saw it was at 320.
It's at 3 now?
Yeah, what happened to Kelsey?
It's down to 225.
Okay.
Because Melvin's and a bunch of other hedge fund managers are claiming that Reddit is starting to squeeze silver, which they're not. And Reddit's like, we're not squeezing silver, but CNN and Fox and everybody's like keeps broadcasting that they're squeezing silver. And so people are starting to buy silver, which is also driving down the price of GameStop, because people are selling out their shares on GameStop to buy silver.
Mm.
They went down 100 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, they went down $100.
Because they were at remember the last time I saw, like I was saying, the last thing I saw was like 300, 320.
That's a lot at one time, man.
Especially if you invested $3 or something. Like, I'll take a share of GameStop.
It looks like after hours for GameStop, it's down to possibly 189, 190, somewhere in there. Apparently, there's an after hours which hedge fund managers get to make use of, but the retailers don't.
That's weird.
The whole stock market has just been a casino since for a long time, and then they're the hedge fund managers are the ones that crashed everything back in 2008 and whatever, and then celebrated the crash by opening champagne and laughing at everybody that lost their jobs and shit.
Isn't that what the movie's about? That, or is that the housing loan one? That's a different thing, right?
Housing loan? I don't know that one.
Anthony, what's it called? Fucking hell. Ryan Gosling.
Are you talking about where they like would just give loans to anybody and then
Yeah.
people couldn't pay back the loan? Yeah. I know what you're talking. The Big Short.
The Big Short, thank you. That's the movie. That movie is fantastic.
I don't know that I've seen that one.
I recommend it. Steve Carell's in it, plays an awesome role. Ryan Gosling's in it, is fantastic. Who else? There's a bunch of other people on there that you've seen before.
Yeah.
That just
Christian Bale, Steve Carell, Ryan
Christian
Gosling,
Bale. Yeah.
Brad Pitt.
All phenomenal in it. You guys saw New Girl, right?
New Girl, yeah.
You know Schmidt?
The whole thing. Yeah.
Schmidt's in this as well. Schmidt is the Jewish guy. Not the bearded dude, the one that's like upcat, like the
Yeah.
pretty boy.
Yeah.
I like him. He's my favorite character from the little bit I've seen of the New Girl.
Yeah, same. He is. Schmidt's definitely my favorite.
It's him and
Spider-Man?
yeah, the guy that was Spidey.
Johnson is absolutely hilarious. I love him.
Yeah, they're both like the funniest things on there.
The thing, what's funny to me is it's not really
Funniest
funny,
people?
but
I don't know.
the thing, you know how I always say that Halsey's talented, but I can't listen to her voice for that long when she's singing because
Yeah.
it's like she sings this like her voice doesn't have Bruno Mars like range in terms of what he can do. Zoe Deschanel's voice is kind of like that for me. Where at first like, oh, that's adorable, but then like if you binge anything that she's in, I'm like, it's kind of like
Stop.
scratchy, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
But
get
I
that.
like her. She's funny too.
Okay. How did we get on this? Oh, because Zordon. Thank you.
Yeah, Zordon asked, he wants to know if Randall is long on silver.
Did you invest in silver? No.
I invested in GameStop.
What'd you get it at, if you don't mind?
He's buffering. Give him a minute.
Yeah, I know.
I think it was
saw-
like $65.
Ooh, that's actually not bad. How many shares did you manage to grab?
I didn't buy that many shares. I think I only bought like maybe $300 worth.
I only bought like 51% of GameStop, you know?
That's not a lot.
Hey, I have
At
3
$60
Bugattis on the
$65
way.
a share.
No,
It's,
well, I'm saying like jokingly that you downplayed you buying 51% of GameStop.
Nah, I wish I did, man. I wish I got in like a year ago. It was like $6. I think if I'm correct. I think it was.
I don't think you have to
just
go.
a year ago,
I
it
don't
was
think you have to go that far for maybe a couple months ago.
Let's see.
GameStop has been on the way out for quite some time, bro. All they sold was games, and now everyone's
GameStop should have died when EB Games sold out. Like, seriously. EB Games was like, we're not going to be the next Blockbuster. Fuck it, we're gone. See ya. And then GameStop like, we should buy them. And everybody else was like, why? You know?
and he begins like, sure,
Now
we'll take your money.
Now they're trying to combat, dying by not selling digital versions of like PS5s and Xboxes and things like that. And it's like don't get me wrong. A lot of that stuff is still going to stick around with discs and things because we've made a lot of progress with how, a lot of that works, but it's going to die. Like, it is a dying thing. And
Preach, brother. Preach.
the way it's going to be, they're no longer going to need to sell discs. They're just going to send you a friggin', SD card that you plug in, kind of like what the Switch does. And that's it.
Or not even that, but like, yo, just this kiosk, just sign in, pick the game you want, get the fuck out.
The thing is, it's never going to fully die out. What it's going to happen is the same thing that happened with vinyl. It's going to become a novelty item. So, and you're already seeing it now where like the limited run games company that releases physical versions of like indie games with the special, oh, here's the soundtrack too, or here's a statue. It's just, at this point, it's just a novelty item.
You're holding us back. All of you. All of you going, let me buy a disc. You're holding us back. Stop
I
it.
wanted to buy the Skullgirls vinyl and the Hades vinyl. They have limited edition versions. I didn't.
Oh, well.
The limited run games for this. I don't know why I put it over there. My Switch isn't over there, but they had like special stuff for Skullgirls on the Switch, and I didn't get it.
Your light switch is definitely over there.
So back in September of 2020 last year, in September, the lowest it was $6.09.
Yeah, you didn't have to go that far back. It was in a couple months. A few months, sorry.
So in chat, Zordon asks, the real question is what happens to all of the real estate once GameStop dies?
The
What do you
real
guys think
estate.
Yeah, all the stores and things. What do you guys think is going to happen?
Well, most of the stuff is owned by like the property manager, so they can't pay it. It'll be an open lot, and whoever wants to buy that lot, they move in. Like it's not, GameStop doesn't own that land.
They own some of them are owned. It depends on their location. I mean, if they're in like a strip mall or something, probably not. But they're like Blockbuster. There's a lot of buildings that were built specifically for GameStop.
Oh, well, if they own it, they can just sell that land, and if they don't own it, government holds it, and now it's up for the next bidder.
Yeah. Shy says they're gonna get bought up by Amazon for warehouses.
That's exactly what I was gonna say too.
Yeah, I mean, if they have the room, so why not? Or a data center, maybe a small data center or something. I don't know. It'll be reused. Believe me. It has. Ever since I started looking around. Well, not looking around, but like there's construction everywhere. Where there's grass, someone's gonna put some fucking building there.
Yep.
So like,
What is that building that they built over there where freaking Kettler used to be? It's like some pub.
Yeah, it's like a drinking pub in the middle of this. Like,
and that junk is always crowded. Like
it is? They opened it?
Yeah, the parking lot is filled from the front of the building all the way to the back.
That's the get COVID for free area then. Holy shit! Yeah, I saw while we were in like a little bit after we were in lockdown, we started going to work slowly but surely. It's been under construction. I'm like, you guys decided to do this now, and I didn't know. I didn't know. Oh, okay, well,
and,
good for them.
Every time I've driven past there to go to the gym, it's always packed.
I guess good on them.
Mostly on the weekends, it's mostly packed.
I'm assuming Fergie Kegler lost because when we got into lockdown or quarantine, they didn't have anybody.
That much money even before COVID. So I'm pretty sure when COVID hit, like they got hit hard.
Yeah, that was the last nail in the coffin.
Yeah.
And then these guys pot them up. It's like something the social pub or something, or
yeah, the
drinking pub or something. I'm like, okay. Anywho, that's just local Orlando news.
You know the what was it, the ale house, Orlando Ale House?
Yeah.
You remember the nachos? How it serves like
20 people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a place in Charlotte that's similar to the ale house in Orlando called the Hickory Tavern.
Okay.
All right. And when Shannon and I go out to eat, like normally it's not at like a sports bar or anything. And she'll get the nachos, and they'll bring you, like, if you get small, the plate's like this, and the large like that. And like the large is usually enough for you and somebody to share and still get enough food. And she's like, should I get the small or the large? And I was like, you should get the large. Oh hell, what they're gonna forget. And so she's like, yeah, I want the large with chicken. And they're like, okay. And then they bring out the fucking tray.
Oh my god!
And set it down in front of her.
So she had no idea.
She had no idea. She thought they were. And that was the logic she gave me. She's like, should I get the large? It's like the small's usually like only a small plate. I'm a little hungry, but I'm not like super hungry. I was like, you should get the large. And so they bring out the fucking baking tray of that's like this. It's like this big, and set it down. And she's like, "What's this?" And I'm like, "That's the nachos."
I bet you her face was priceless.
And Nick, I was up there visiting Nick and them, and I didn't tell anybody else about it. I just I was like, yeah, you should get the large. How they bring it out. Like, how the fuck am I supposed to eat this? And I was like, we can't leave until you finish. You better get started.
Jeez.
I think she got through like a quarter of it before the rest of us started attacking it. It was so funny.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, it was funny. Yeah.
Can you imagine your fucking face when they bring out a goddamn table just for the nacho?
Because it's like it tells you usually in the menu. It says, like the nachos. This feeds 8 people comfortably.
Yeah. Man, she learned today. But
What's in the nachos? Is it like meat and stuff and all that, cheese and?
Yeah, I mean it's just like the nacho. You can get the nachos at Orlando Ale House, and then you can add like chicken or beef or something to it, or just get it with like I think it comes with like cheese, salsa, sour cream, lettuce, you know, basic nacho stuff.
That's crazy. A whole table.
Did y'all
like?
bitch.
Did y'all like take some home or?
Yeah, we ended up boxing. Like, I mean, I ended up starting to eating a bunch of it, and I think Nip checked in. Nip checked in. Yeah, that is.
Did something slip out?
I think Nick started eating some, and then maybe Michael and a couple of other people, but we ended up taking like probably half of it home. Did I told you guys? So Shai just mentioned this in chat. I told you guys about the honeymoon, the bachelor party we went to Vegas when we went to Heart Attack Grill, right?
I don't think so.
That doesn't sound Heart
Okay.
Attack. I would remember a Heart Attack Grill.
Okay, so the place is called Heart Attack Grill. All of the waitresses dress up in these like the Hello Nurse outfits, like very short, skimpy. They got the little hats. They're white. When you walk in, they fit you for a gown that you wear the whole time. When you drink wine, they bring it to you in an IV bag. Okay, and it like hangs there on an IV thing.
Okay.
And you eat the food, and whatever you order, if you don't finish it, the nurses pull you up into this little area and spank you in front of everybody. Okay. So,
Randall, I think we need to take a
I
little
actually have a
trip.
video of it on my phone. I'll have to send it to you guys. But I got it with like chili. The burgers were fucking amazing. They're all half-pound patties, and you can get anywhere from 1 to 10 patties. Okay. There were
Jesus.
2 dudes that were behind us while we were there that got the 10 patties and then just sat there and ate all of the patties. I got a double, but I think I put chili on mine, and it made it like it's just overwhelming with the chili. If I had gotten it without the chili, I would have been fine and finished it and whatever. But I didn't finish. It was also my bachelor party, so they pulled me up there anyway. So I got pulled up, and they usually it's a bunch of them. They take turns just running at you and slapping you, and they're not like nice about it. I mean, they're like they've got a paddle and they like go at it.
They're taking their day
And-
out on you.
Yeah. And so Nick is recording this whole time. Brian got chain ganged, power paddling by the entire staff. Yeah. So originally it was just my waitress or our waitress. And then because all the other ones were like busy or something. And then after she got in like 4 whacks, everybody else lined up to go and do it too. And every time they hit me, I like, stood there, stuck it out, and was
Did
like,
you moan?
oh yeah, I was like harder every time they hit me. It was
Excellent.
amazing. And then Jared, little bitch, Jambi, didn't finish his and refused to go up there like a little bitch.
That's not the deal.
Sounds about right.
Oh,
Start
but
stuff
yeah,
you
I'll
can't
find you guys the videos. But yeah, they're not like, oh, haha, haha. No, my waitress, she like wound up and then like took a running start and slapped it.
Because you fucked up and angered and got a softball player angry. That's the problem.
Oh yeah. If they could have had the 2-handed paddles, I'm sure they would have used those.
Yeah.
So
I'm just writing down some notes here for a friend of mine, right? So if you don't eat it, they spank you, correct? Right?
yes.
If we do eat it, hypothetically, do we spank them?
No.
Oh no. Okay, thank you. I'm just.
Do you need
Um,
the address and location?
Yeah.
Oh,
For
and
research purposes, of
Yeah,
course.
if you're over, they have a weight scale on the outside that you can walk up onto, and if you're over a certain weight, you either get to eat for free or you get like a discount or something.
Okay, that's new. I never heard.
Yeah, I've never heard that before.
That's definitely.
Let me-
I've heard like you have to eat something in a certain amount of time, like a large portion in a certain amount of time, and then it's
Over
free.
350 pounds eat free, apparently.
Yeah. And then
Wow.
there's one doctor, and then there's this midget nurse that's in a lot of the videos that they play up there, and
Uh-huh.
she runs like she'll show up occasionally, and she runs around and smacks people. It's awesome.
They said Heart Attack Grill.
Heart Attack Grill. Yeah.
That's an amazing name too. I get it now.
Put it in your chat.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll find the video and Skippy posted a link in my chat. I'll post it in the podcast for you so that you can pull it up later.
Lit. Oh
Um,
my gosh.
It is awesome. I had so much fun there. It was great. Yeah, dude, I want to go back to Vegas too. I love being there. It was awesome.
Well, yeah, it's the fucking city of sin, my guys. What the hell are you talking about?
We were probably gonna try and do another gambling cruise again at some point.
Oh,
There's one that's in Myrtle Beach that's only like 2 hours away from me. And I probably think about two and a half hours away from Charlotte as well. So
oh.
Yeah.
Lit. Sorry, dropped my. Anyway. Oh man. So Hackers and Swordfish is pretty good. Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Swordfish was awesome. Like they do the plot where they start it kind of in the middle of the movie and then they go back to like, oh, here's how it actually gets to it. But it's just a really cool movie. I mean, obviously, like the hacking part of it isn't a big part of it. A lot of it is just the is based on the plot of robbing a bank, and it's just amazing. Like John Travolta does an amazing job. Hugh Jackman, Halle Berry, it's just awesome.
I'm also there with you. I recommend it. I watched it quite some time ago. Shit, what did we get to? Randall, did you finish Face of the Franchise, or is it just more salt you gotta share with us?
Yeah, I finished it.
All right. So tell me, when you went toe to toe with the franchise, how did it go? Would they remember you?
I hate the game, man. I'm so done with EA, man. I'm serious, man.
Is you not gonna play
I might have to
22?
just tough it out and like not play their games.
You're not gonna play 22? The new hotness.
If it's
issue?
not like a major overhaul, no.
Gotcha.
Cut to next week. So I started doing
Face the
company.
Yeah, dude.
Nah, man, because so I don't know if you guys remember, but last Madden, I played something called Superstar, which is basically the same mode just rebranded. But last year I felt like I got the short end of the stick because I don't understand how you could be the number one quarterback in the NFL and break records in Hall of Fame out of all the Hall of Fame quarterbacks. Request to get released from a team and nobody picks you up. Nobody. I'm the best quarterback in the NFL and nobody picks
It sounds like
me up.
it's from the stats you just said. You're the best quarterback, period, and on that planet.
And no team picked me up. And what ends up happening is if no one picks you up, then
Game over.
you're forced to retire. And that means that your career ends there. So
Yeah.
everything you've done is. So that's what happened to me last year, and that left with like
a sour taste.
yeah, I was on level 10 salt.
No,
So
Randall. No.
no, let me finish.
Okay.
So Face of the Franchise, again, like I said, same mode, rebranded. I thought it would be different and better because I'm on this new high and now I'm playing every game on PC. So PC
PC is better.
Kelsey, let me tell you about Randall's strategy here. He's gonna keep playing it on PC so he can keep telling himself, "I need a new graphics card."
Well, does he have the proper mount for the graphics card?
Based off the information I've told you, like, don't you think I need one?
I mean, you can also just lower the internal resolution.
Oh, here we go. Then what's the point of playing on PC then?
It's still better than whatever console it's on.
Because because 10 years from now you can just
frames.
you can still load it up and play it because you own the game.
We're getting away from.
Go ahead.
Let me go dust off the PS2 so I can play this.
Yeah. Go for it.
So, needless to say, my salt level right now is at 100.
I didn't know that the scale. I thought the scale was 1 to 10 and you were at 10.
The judges had to make necessary adjustments in order to support my anger.
Gotcha.
So now it's no longer at 10. It goes to 100, and it's at 100.
Oof.
Wait, Anthony.
Yes.
Did you record any of it?
Oh no, absolutely not. I'm back.
You were supposed to record the.
I was busy editing, okay? And I heard him just like not wanting life to continue. So like, I'm gonna let him be. He seems legitimately upset.
So I'm not going to take you guys through every single thing that happened. I'm just going to try to break it down in the most simplest form. Is that this game is trash. It should have never come out. And I swear, if I ever saw the people who was responsible for programming this part of the game, it's going to be a problem between me and them. And I thought it was just me.
That's how you really feel.
I thought it was just me. I thought maybe like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But then I went online on YouTube and I see other people like feel the same way as I did about this particular mode. Let me tell you something, man. When you play a game, right? I know like part of the thrill of the game is the journey. But at the end, you want closure. Like at least me, when I go through a bunch of stuff, if I'm fighting villains, monsters, aliens, bad guys, it doesn't matter what it is. I enjoy the journey, but at the end, I want some sort of satisfaction. I want some conclusion because I just went through a whole slew of garbage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I go through an entire NFL career. I go from high school to college to the NFL. My player goes through injuries. He goes to rehab. He comes out of injuries. He comes to
stay off the drugs,
Huh? No, I mean like injury rehab, not drugs, man. I had to fight for my position because they figured that my quarterback wasn't going to be just as good as he used to be because he had gotten injured.
Because he had a drug problem.
So no drug problem.
Okay.
So
steroids, man. It's bad.
I had to fight for my position and show that I was still the man for the spot. That I was still the number one quarterback for the team. I took my team to multiple Super Bowls and won convincingly.
Okay.
On all Madden.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Do you want to know what the ending was?
A handshake?
Pretty much. It was pretty much.
The ending was him being forced to retire because nobody would pick him up.
Except for the difference was he's right. It was that, except for there was no option to continue. It was like your career's done. And look. And here's the cool part. Here's the cool part of it.
It sounds pretty cool to now.
When you hit, there's an option that says it's really not an option. They make you think you have an option, but you really have no control here. Who are we kidding? You have two buttons, and one button says retire, and I forget what the other. I think the other one is just to look at your stats.
Oh.
But the other button is hit the basically continue to retire.
And the second button's like you can prolong retiring for a little bit by looking at.
So I hit the button to retire. This junk deletes everything you did and asks you. No, I'm sorry. It doesn't ask you if you want to restart. It restarts you from the beginning.
What? I'm sorry. Okay,
hold on. I have questions too. All right,
yeah.
Hold on. So the character you made, you can't put into like the exhibition match or something. It's just gone.
It never happened. You want to know how I know it happened? It's because throughout my gameplay, because I'm playing with the NVIDIA Quadro experience,
yeah,
I'm hitting screenshot at all the different stuff that I thought was cool while I was playing. So I have screenshots of everything I did to prove that I did it. But as far as the file existing, it does not exist. Because when you hit retire, it deletes that junk and makes you start from the beginning.
That is beyond
That's
trash.
some horseshit.
That is pure disrespect of one's time.
That's like deleting somebody's 2K character. Like, what the fuck?
That's like my cartridge deleting my save.
So Randall, I want your take on this because Shirish in the chat said what would be really cool for something like that is to, when the player retires, to give the player some sort of prestige thing where your QB joins your coaching staff permanently, giving you some kind of boost.
So before that happened with the whole retirement thing, there's a little cutscene where it's you and this guy that you went to high school. No, did you go to high school with him?
Maybe.
I think college. It's you and another guy who you used to play football with in college. There's a little short cutscene, and basically it's the guy who's been interviewing you this whole time. They do like an award, and basically what the award is a scoreboard that they put in the high school in memory of you and the other guy that y'all went into the NFL and y'all used to go to this high school. That is it. There is no ceremony for being indicted into the NFL Combine. I mean, not the Combine, into the NFL Hall of Fame. There's no ceremony. There's none of that. There's this stupid speech. Continue, gone.
Deleted.
It never happened.
You played your first hardcore roguelike, dude.
What was the other? You said you could choose to retire or what?
Or check your stats.
Or look at your stats. Like look
But
at
you're basically forced to retire. It's not like
there's no option. If you want to continue, you got to delete. That's what the button should say. The button should say delete to continue. That's what it should say. Like what the heck, man? I can't believe this junk got greenlit. And I thought I was going crazy because, like, during the cutscene, the audio just disappeared. Like, they're talking, you can't hear anything. I was like, you know what? Maybe I do really need a graphics card. But I go on YouTube, and people were complaining about the same thing. Like, in the beginning of the video, there's no audio. So I'm like, oh, then it's not just me. So I'm like, why the heck is, like, who did this? Why would someone... Can you please tell me why someone would greenlit this?
Because they've got to say, we got to scrounge up some cash from this development cost. So they put it out there, and now...
What would be a use case for keeping the player around? Like, if you can't continue using him, in the mode, what would be the use case for keeping him? Like, in a sense, it sort of makes sense. It's just kind of a dick move.
I've already thought about this. I'll tell you what they should do. Okay. First of all, this is what I would do because I care about quality in people and hard work. So at the end of the game, I would have had a freaking ceremony for being indicted into the NFL Hall of Fame, or ceremony into the Hall of Fame. There should be an animation of that. All right. And then there should be a highlight of everything that you went through from high school into the time you retired. I'm not saying it has to be every play, but just some sort of montage. You know what I'm saying? Like of really key plays and stuff like that or whatever. This is something that you can go back and look at, right? And then you should be able to take that player that you had to retire and use him in any other mode. This is a player that you've built from the ground up. This is your player. This is your guy that you've created. You should be able to use him in every other mode in Madden.
That's what I thought you were supposed to do. That's what I thought was going to happen.
No.
Yeah.
You can't do that. You can create a player and put him into franchise mode or any other garbage modes, but not this guy. Not specifically this guy with the stats.
Yeah.
And in the grind that you did.
And the sweat and blood and tears.
None of that. It's gone. It is dead. Dead.
I can see why they did that. I think it's a good thing.
You're on your own, buddy. I'm not following that. No, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Delete. Oh,
But-
Lord.
I'm personally, I'm happy they did that because I love when Randall gets riled up about this stuff because there's so much passion in how he plays and feels about things, and it's really nice to see it come out.
That was
It
the closest.
sucks, man.
That's the closest we'll ever hear him from saying the F word. He said freaking ceremony, and I almost came. Like, I'm like, is he breaking his vow here now?
It sucks because this is the only NFL game that we can play.
Yeah, so you're stuck with this garbage.
Would you play a football game even if it wasn't like an NFL game? Like if it was like if you could do some of the similar stuff, like have like a career mode and whatever, even if it didn't have like all of the NFL players in it or the teams, would you rather have just some other option? Or do you want specifically an NFL game?
That's a good question because people can make a football game, just don't add anything that's NFL related.
That's a hard question to answer because the old Madden games, like Madden 92, they didn't have NFL license. So the teams were just called like Washington football team or New York football team or whatever. So they weren't called actually the Giants or the Jets or the, because they didn't have the license. And people still played Madden hardcore. I was one of them. So yes, I can play a football game that doesn't have the NFL license as long as it's grounded and simulated to real life. But at the end of the day, it's like, because I just remember back then, myself included, a bunch of people would just complain about, man, why can't they just put, I mean, this is before we knew about the whole, procedure of licensing and all that stuff like that. Like, why can't they just put Jerry Rice on his jersey?
Yeah.
Or why can't this just be the 49ers? Or like, we know who they are. The colors are the same. The name of the team, town is the same. The stadium looks the same. Everything is the same. They're this team. So just call it that team. I don't know. Maybe it gives it value when you like, okay, this is the Giants or this is Washington or this is, I mean, yes, I can, but at the end of the day, I might still end up complaining about the fact that it's not this player.
Because it doesn't have the sense of familiarity.
Because here's the thing, right? When you play Madden and they do like, it's literally like looking at a televised football game. So all that stuff that you see when you watch a real football game, like when they have like close-ups of players in between plays, they have that in Madden. And they model these guys' faces so you can tell who they are. If you do that with a game that's not NFL licensed, it's just Bob walking across the screen, or Jim,
but
or
I mean,
that Bob could be the best quarterback your team has ever seen.
yeah, but it's
right.
It's still it doesn't. For me personally, I don't know how everyone else feels. I kind of feel like a lot of people will agree with me, but it doesn't have the same value because it's not the NFL. People love the NFL
Because they're familiar with it. That's what they know.
I guess the best example, I guess, of what you're saying is imagine playing Dragon Ball FighterZ without any Dragon Ball characters. Like they just become functions instead of who you grew up watching, I guess. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah. When you add the name like Vegeta or Cell or something like
Or
that,
7
like,
Gokus.
it has value. It has meaning. It has value, it has meaning because these characters have personality. You've seen their character arcs. With football, it's the same thing. It's like you might have watched a guy come from college and now he's in the NFL. You know who that guy is. You know what team he played for. You know how good he is. You might know what injury he had or whatever. Or you just might be. A lot of it has to also to do with the fact that you are a diehard fan of a particular team. So if I play a football game and it's not NFL, and then it's like,
I want my Redskins.
This ain't my team.
Or
This
49ers.
is just
What do you use, Redskins or 49ers?
Redskins.
Yeah, Redskins.
Well, they're not called Redskins anymore. They're called Washington football team.
Oh,
Because
National
of
football team.
The
what?
the Washington.
They're just
football
called the
team.
National Football Team now.
Washington.
Washington.
Football.
Is it
Yeah.
national or Washington?
Washington.
Okay. 'Cause
Washington National Football Team.
Got it. Okay.
It's long,
Okay.
but they don't have a mascot yet, so it's just called the Washington Football Team.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah, that's my little rant. I'm thoroughly disappointed. I don't even want to play that game. I don't want to cut it on anymore.
Did you uninstall
I might
it?
pull a Bryant and just delete the whole thing.
Just uninstall it. It sounds like that game was giving you more grief than actual
But
pleasure
the
playing.
problem is, it's like I'm gonna get that itch again. I'm gonna want to play a football game, and then I don't have any other option but that. I know for a fact that I'm not playing Face of the Franchise anymore. Even though you could go back and you could play a different position, I'm not. After I know what happens at the end, why do that?
Because you can delete. It's not. That's what I'm saying. It's a disrespect of the player's time.
I'm so glad I took screenshots, and I don't know why I did it, but I just did it. And I have proof. I mean, I could go back and look at my screenshots. I can't scroll through all my stats and stuff or whatever, but
Yeah.
You know, there's actually the thing on the computer that you can use that'll actually capture a lot of this stuff automatically.
And you can upload it at the same time. And then when you're done with it, you can store it on this platform called YouTube. And it's there indefinite until Google decides to shut that down.
Yeah, I mean, there's there's this really cool guide. It's called twitch.tv, and you can, stream it, and
Yeah.
then people can comment on how amazing you're doing, and then join in on the fun.
And you know who else would be here with you yelling about how bad this game was? Everyone who watched you.
We could see why there's so much salt. We could be like, bro, that was bullshit. You got robbed.
People can pay you for your salt.
Exactly. Tyler won, man. Tyler 1 makes, probably millions of dollars because he's so salty.
But he's not really that angry. I think his is like done up.
No, it's
like,
I'm pretty sure it's a
It's an act.
facade. Yeah.
Yeah, but he does a good job with it.
I suggest you uninstall it. Don't look back.
I took a screenshot of that bogus junk that I told you about because it happened again. When the team I was playing against kicks a punt and the ball lands on the 1 yard line. So my line of scrimmage is literally on the 1 yard line. My quarterback is standing in the end zone. How?
Did they get a safety?
This particular time, no. But I told Anthony about another incident where, God help me, I'm on the 1 yard line. I snap the ball and I do a running play. The running play gets 2 yards. So I'm a little bit out of the end zone a little bit. Second play. I think I do another running play. Yeah. Second down. I do another running play. We get like 4 or 5 yards. Gives us really good cushion. My offensive lineman decides to get called for holding. So now we're back where we started. I fought to get out of this, but the game is like, no, we're getting this safety, so you're going to have to deal with it. I don't care if he is on your team, he's paid, he's going to help us, we're getting the safety. So now we're back on the 1 yard line. I snap the ball, drop back the pass, throw the ball. The lineman comes around my lineman. He hits my arm. Ball goes flying in the air. Kelsey, let me ask you a question. If we're standing in the end zone and you're on my team and the ball goes flying in the air, are you going to run and try to catch the ball in the end zone just in case if you get hit, you get a safety? No. You're either going to back the ball away or not go for it at all. My receiver has the brilliant idea. He's down the field. He's like, I got it. Don't worry about it. I got you, bro. He comes running back. He's down the field. He comes running back, catches the ball in the air. Guess where he lands? In the end zone. You want to know else what happens? No big surprise. Safety. Come on, man. That jump was planned. It was planned. There's no way in the world. There's no way in the world.
You got a rat in the team.
That jump, I was sabotaged, like you said. I was sabotaged.
I'm pretty sure the game was built for that play to happen.
Yes.
Exactly like that.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Oh my God, man. The amount of cheating, like I wish I had been recording that jump. The amount of junk that I had to go through playing this game on All Madden is just ridiculous.
Did you say recording?
Yes.
I guess
This is one thing, but it's like, I don't want to be known as the salty guy. You know what I'm saying? So I don't.
Why not? That's the easiest getting paid gig you can get.
Dude, that's people will show back up for that stuff. So Shy Rush goes, I'm just imagining you cutting him from the team on the spot after the play. No, don't go back to the bench. Go home.
Yo, seriously. Before it's even our next down.
Get the
Bro, you're not on the team anymore. Leave the stadium.
Yeah. I saw what you did.
Come on, man.
I saw and heard.
Yeah, holy. God, dude.
That stuff is bad, man. Yo, man, this game is trash. It's trash, bro. It's trash. It's so heavily driven by animations. It's terrible. Terrible. There is nowhere in the world a 243-pound man who's moving forward can get tackled by somebody that weighs 190 and get pulled back. Like this, I'm moving forward.
Velocity is here.
He knows jujitsu, so he can control the body.
Wait, pulled back as in like he ran up behind him and pulled him down? Or
yes,
he was
Kelsey. Yes, Kelsey. Yes. There's no way. It's physically impossible to do that, bro. Physically
Especially
impossible.
since you're both running. Because you don't.
Yeah,
you can't
like I don't
stop.
I could
as
see
you're
him
running.
tackling him, but not going, oh, here you go, let's pull you down.
And they implemented this. So they have this new animation that they implemented into the game. That's a negative. It's a positive and a negative, but it's more negative than positive.
Okay.
So like in real life, when you have linemen blocking, sometimes what they do is when the ball carrier comes past them, they will reach out and try to grab them to make the tackle.
Oh, okay.
All right. But one arm does not have the ability to stop the momentum of a full human body.
Yeah.
As soon as I run past somebody, my momentum immediately stops because he stuck his arm out. Are you kidding me? Come on, man. Nah, bro. Nah.
Shy says, unless you're Aaron Donald.
I don't know who
that is. I can't.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. Well, better luck next year.
What was the referee's name? The like jacked referee.
The Jack
Ed Hockley. Yeah, Ed Hockley. This guy, this is a referee, okay? This guy was like twice the size of all the players, okay? All the players like on the field were like, yo man, did you see Ed today? He looking big. Like he is just fucking jacked.
Did he used to play or something?
I don't know. Did Ed used to play?
That'd be terrifying. If it's
Yeah, apparently he's got Chuck Norris levels of jokes about him. It's amazing. Did Hockley used to play
football or play some sort
football,
of ball, maybe college ball or something?
He probably created war.
So Ed Hockley is an American attorney and retired American football official.
So he didn't play. He just kept in shape, I guess. Okay.
That's who they were talking about when he said, I fought the law and the law won.
It was him?
No.
Shit.
Yeah, there's a video. I'm going to post this in the podcast that you guys can watch it. There's a video about him that just describes this, that just goes over him and all the players being like, yo, man, did you see Ed?
Holy shit. Okay. So Randall loves Madden. Can't stand Hitman.
This is so sad, man.
I think he's going to try and get Hitman into the Madden game to start just taking out players.
Yeah, 47. That fucker who just caused a safety right there. Shoot him.
I just don't understand, man. I don't understand. Why would you ship a game like that? Because like people are going to see this.
It's the same with it. It's just an annual release. Like they have it planned. They're gonna release it. Bada bing, bada boom. Same with the Call of Duty studios. What else is yearly? It used to be the same thing with Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed wasn't yearly.
It used to be, yes.
And the models, like the texture, I don't know if it's their normal maps or their spec maps are like, oh my god, it looks horrible. in the cutscenes. It looks bad. Like not in all of them, but in a lot of them, they look really bad, bro. They look really bad. I don't know what happened or who did what, but somebody didn't care.
Time. It's all. I'm all gonna say. Time you ask
But
what
that's
happened.
the problem, man. There's a saying: quality over quantity. Stop throwing all these. It's like 8 different modes. Stop throwing in all these modes and just give what people. Just give the bare minimum. Just start with the bare minimum. Give people what they want. Just give people exhibition mode, franchise, and maybe superstar. But your core audience should get franchise and exhibition. Exhibition, of course, is going to be played mostly because of online play. And if you have somebody come over, you play against them. Franchise mode, you play by yourself. You get to take your team through the NFL season. Those should be the 2 main things that you should polish the heck out of that junk. Make sure that junk is flawless before you even think about implementing a new mode. But nah, we would be like, we need this mode. We need a mode for you being a high school student. We need a mode for if you was a hockey player and you want to play football now, you can do that. We need a mode if you was a cooking guy and the lawyer, you wanted to change your life and now you can play football. If you are a gamer and you don't want to do that anymore, but you want to play football, you can do that. Like, come on, man. What is all this crap?
You forgot the special mode when you are the football.
Oh yeah, if you want to be changed into a physical football and be part of the game itself and have men throw you around and rush you around on the ground,
okay,
there's a mode for that.
Ooh, buying it.
Well, that's what I do at Croft.
Oh, what?
I don't know what's going on here.
He throws men.
First of all, I'm gonna just dissect some of your argument here.
Okay.
You said polish. Okay, first of all, they've released the same FIFA game like 2-3 years in a row now to the Switch, and just put it it's 2020. Oh, now it's 2021, and even the reviewers are like, just read my last year's review. It's literally the same game. Like everything that most of their stuff comes from yearly releases.
Mm-hmm.
Don't they have an MLB game?
MLB the show, but I don't think it's not EA. It's a Sony-owned, I think, studio. It's called MLB the show.
Yeah, it looks like they haven't made anything since like 2007 or something for baseball.
You talking about EA? I think so.
Yeah, but I mean, you got Madden. You used to have NCAA. You have FIFA. You got I think they were doing basketball at one point. They might still be doing basketball. It just keeps. All they do is add like a little bit, and then the fans expect more and more every year.
And they still buy it, and whatever they buy, they already cover the development costs, so they're not going under. So yeah, less people buy it, but more than enough people are buying it to keep them going. It needs to be like a landslide. This thing did not sell for it to be like, okay, we gotta relax.
The only one that I can think of is the FIFA port to Switch. But even then, they just won't port it to Switch anymore. They'll just keep posting it to, Xbox and PlayStation and the PC. Like,
I just wish that the NFL gave the license to made it so everyone can use it instead of just making it exclusive for them.
Well, they might be under a multi-year contract. That might be the problem. I don't know what that contract looks like, so I can't speak on that. But most of the time, the people who lend them the license can't do much unless they wrote something in the contract that lets them pull out early.
Skibby says, yeah, they have a huge contract with the NFL. Like, it would be nice to see them do, for the NFL to do like what, was it Lucas Studios?
Yeah,
Lucas
like what they did. They pulled out
with Star Wars.
Yeah,
like giving more than one company to the chance to do it. But I mean, they're probably I'm pretty sure Madden is like their
bread and butter.
That's their bread and butter. I mean, that's like everything that they do. All the other studios, they just buy them up and put them in the ground. Like, they don't give a shit.
Oh, DICE, what you used to be. Anywho, back to where are we?
Yes.
Oh, so
So he was talking about Madden.
Yeah, Madden. You love it. Cool. We're gonna move on to Brian's list of stuff that we haven't. Let's get to the music minute here. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Hit me with the Slowthai Mazza EP, Brian. Who is Slowthai?
It's a UK rapper.
Okay.
YouTube just sends me random stuff randomly. I wouldn't even be listening to music on YouTube, and it's like Slowthai Masso featuring A$AP Rocky. I'm like, all right.
You got me with the feature.
Yeah, so that's the first thing I heard. Instrumental's really entertaining, and I just been on a fucking Europe fucking fever. Anything that I watch or listen to that's from Europe, I'm just enjoying it. Apparently, that's the recipe. Just make them have accents, and I enjoy it.
Okay.
It's more like a not trap, like pop trap business. Pop trap sound with Slowthai and A$AP. A$AP is just doing what he normally does. Like he sounds the same, but it sounds good.
Okay. That's what I was wondering. That was going to be my follow-up question.
I enjoy him, Slowthai as well. I don't know. He's entertaining.
How many tracks are on this EP?
It's only 3.
Okay.
There's one that's named after the EP, which is the song I heard first, and I enjoy that one a lot. And then there's the other 2 songs. I don't remember their names because I listened to it once and moved on. It was like a 9-minute listen.
Mm-hmm.
The second song, I like the instrumental, and I like kind of what the song meant, like the point of the song.
Okay.
So I enjoyed it. The third one, I like the instrumental, but then it got to James Blake is a feature on that one.
Oh.
And he just sounded weird. Like it just felt weird, that part. So
it wasn't a good James Blake feature.
I can't say it was bad, but it was just weird sounding.
Gotcha. Like so, sonically weird? Like he's like distorted or some shit?
He just felt off. Like what he didn't fit.
Oh, okay.
To me, at least.
There wasn't passion in that.
Yeah.
Did he ruin the song? Like
yeah, that's a good question.
I'm trying to think of what that. There was one artist this was a while ago, but you were like listening to something, and you were like, "Yeah." Then this dude came on, and you're like, "Well, I guess we're gonna move on."
That happens to me too. What fucking song is it?
It was the Drake song, the Laugh Now, Cry Later or something. And I got to Lil Durk's part, and I was like, I'm really not listening to this.
That's a good example. For me also, what was it?
It's probably Playboy Cardi for you, Anthony. It's probably that's how the creator songs are what I can think of where you don't.
Yes, yes, thank you. What song is from the Tyler Creator song from that album? Earthquake. I love that song. And then fucking Playboy Cardi comes on. I'm like, stop.
I love his part. His part's entertaining to me. I like it.
Nah, I think he throws that thing off. I mean, he sounds like he's on beat, but then he's just like, and you can't hear what he's. I'm like, no.
You can hear it if you learn the dialect. You can understand what he's saying.
Fair enough, I guess. I don't know the dialect. Earthquake is lit, and then he comes on as a feature, and then just fucking.
So after I heard this, I kept going. They didn't come out this year, so I didn't put the other songs. But I heard more of his stuff that's on his YouTube page, Slowthai. I mean, I like him. He's like.
Is he like an up and comer?
Weird. I think so. I don't think he's been around that long.
Gotcha. But
yeah, his videos are pretty weird, and I know he sounds different in like a refreshing way. But he's entertaining overall. I like him.
Okay.
So this EP is pretty solid. Like the only thing that made me not hard the last song was James Blake just sounded weird in it. Like it sounded off.
Gotcha.
But I remember liking the instrumental.
So it sounds like it's a recommendation. It's only 3 tracks,
yeah.
So
it's only 3 tracks. Either you hate it or you like it. I thought it was solid. If he puts more stuff out, I'm definitely willing to listen.
Gotcha. I guess I'll lead right into mine because you keep saying instrumentals. Beach Bunny is the rock band group. Is what I listen to. It's like a 4-track EP project, whatever, called Blame Game. I don't know. I started listening to it and it just gave me back like nostalgic feeling of when we used to play Rock Band. Because these are like great tracks I would love to play on Rock Band if they existed at the time. I'm not getting choked up. That was just me fighting gas. Instrumentally, it sounds fun to play. The vocals sound pretty good. It's mixed in weird. Brian, if you listen to it, you might agree to it. Like, there's times with like the instrument. Yeah, like the vocals sound buried. She sounds great. Her performance is good. I think that's the lead singer is the chick. but sometimes it seems like it's buried. But it could have been my crap headset that I have that I'm still using, Brian, the orange one, that finicky with the
Oh,
that's what I'm using at work. So, and that's, whatever. Anyway, but I enjoyed it. What is it? Not the verbals. Oh my god.
vocals.
The vocals. Yeah, sorry. The vocals were okay. Instrumentals, I had a lot of fun listening to it. Really upbeat, at high energy. Very similar to like you remember old Paramore, Kelsey, from like what are those old tracks? From the cover, like it's like white and black, and it's like Riot, the name of the album.
From Paramore?
Paramore has an album I think called Riot, and it's like white and black, and then like the red word Riot on it. I don't know. Maybe that might be the thing. I think for Pessimist, I'm more optimistic. I think that's one of the tracks.
Yeah.
It has like
Yeah,
that
it's the
type
first
of
song.
instrumental like energy to it, where it's like strong beat.
Alright.
The vocalist is like a lot nice, and for the most part, clearly heard and stuff. So if you like that type of sound, I recommend the Beach Bunny's Blame Game. Sorry, I always mix up Blame Game and Beach Bunny.
Yeah, but if she at any point says that somebody has a body like an hourglass, it's ticking like a clock. Because if she doesn't, then I don't know.
She doesn't, unfortunately. I'm sorry.
Because she had a bar there. Because she said that, but then she said, but it's a matter of time. Right
Yeah,
after.
Paramore
she
got it. Haley Williams is there's no joke, bro.
Right?
She put it down.
Yeah. And I'm pretty late to this song because it's been the top chart for quite some time. But I guess a small mention. It's not Beach Bunny. Olivia Rodrigo, Driver's License. That song slaps.
I'm
If you
behind
guys-
at this point, so I haven't heard it.
It's a sad girl song because it's like a breakup thing, but it's handled. It's so great. Her performance in it is like really good. The instrumental is pretty good. Near the end, they swap up the instrumental to a very like Lord type of instrumental. Well, but she's still killing it with the bars she's spitting at you with this breakup that she's going through. It's fantastic. If you guys haven't heard Driver's License by Olivia Rodrigo, I think is her name, also highly recommend. I forgot to put that on here. Great track.
So we have to have a scale now of how hard it slaps. Is it,
Oh, okay,
is it
I'm
like
down.
what was the one that I said? It doesn't slap, more like a golf clap.
Oh,
Or
okay.
or is it like heart attack grill slap?
Holy shit, that sounds epic. I'm gonna give it a little bit below heart attack grill slap. And then for the Beach Bunny, I'll give it like, a middle of the road. It's not golf clap, but it's not like out of this control. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to get some middle intervals there. I like the two extremes though.
All right, I'm gonna see if I can find the video while we were out there, and I'll send it to you guys.
Gotcha. Whew. And that's Beach Bunny and Olivia Rodrigo. I recommend both of their music, I guess. Beach Bunny because it's like a very rock band type of fun, high energy music, and then the Olivia one is like it hits your emotions. That's how great it's written and performed, and good to go. Brian, you good?
I'm listening to it.
Oh, okay.
It's giving me the percussion part. The claps is giving me Dark Days Are Over. vibes.
Oh,
Florence and the Machine. I love Florence's voice.
Yeah.
Shout out to Florence. I don't know if
Yep.
that's her real name, but I'm assuming she's not the Machine. So,
well, you never know because that comedian was the Machine. So
oh, I forgot his name.
yeah, me too. Anywho, we can move this along. 'Cause I really want to get to your. Oh, I guess we can get hype over your Skullgirls trailer. Skullgirls isn't dead.
Wait, what?
Skullgirls is getting a new character. They're adding more to it.
I'm
So they
surprised
add-
Brian is keeping it together.
He already spazzed out in Discord. He's
Oh,
in
really?
all caps. He's like, "It's not dead. They're adding a new character."
Yeah, last year they announced A&E for the mobile, which she's already out there, and they announced she's coming to the base game. They still no release date. And I was like, I don't think I'm gonna play her, but the idea of 5 years later they're adding a new character, it's like, let's fucking get it.
Oh, it also
And at the end of the
adds. Go ahead. I was gonna say
Oh, you got
it's better because now more people are gonna look back at Skullgirls play it and be like, "Oh, this game was fucking fantastic," and then hopefully that'll reinvigorate more of the community.
2,000 people were playing or watching the Frosty Faustings tournament where they played that, so I was happy too.
That's good. 'Cause
Um,
that game
at
was
the end of the
definitely.
trailer.
Go ahead.
At the end of the trailer, they show another character's coming.
Nice.
So immediately, I had like drink a bunch of water because I was dehydrated from the semen I released.
Can you explain to me that logic?
All the semen came out of my body, and it left me dehydrated.
Okay. I don't think water goes through, like, the water you have in your body doesn't just.
Don't tell me how my body works.
Okay. Hey,
Alright?
I don't know. It sounded weird when you said it. If that's how it works, that's how it works. Okay. I don't.
So I don't know when she's gonna come out. There was like a FAQ for how they're doing it. They're gonna put her in the endless beta first, Annie, and then tweak her a bit. They're still gonna, when they release her, they're also gonna be doing balance changes too.
Are they still doing
which
what
I
they did
think is
before?
interesting.
Or like the first week is
That-
free?
They didn't address that.
I hope they don't, because they do at this point need to get paid for the fucking work. Like,
I think they said when she's out on Steam, it's gonna be early access. So maybe not. I don't mind.
I mean, that'd be
characters.
a good, yeah. If they still did the free for the week, that's good press for them, but you gave away a lot of free shit. So, like,
Yeah, if they put a price on it, I'm not mad. They gave away every other character prior to that. I've bought the game 8 or 9 times at this point. Whatever they put out, even if I know I'm not going to play them, I'm going to buy them because I support the game. I support the devs who just had to deal with basically refinding a job over the last year. So, I mean, whatever they do, they have my money, they have my support. I trust them with this brand, this game, and in any future endeavors.
Preach.
I got one question for you. It doesn't bother you that Annie has dive kicks?
No, not really. Because Squiggly, one of my mains, has a dive kick. It's not the dive kick, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, Brian associates a dive kick with a character.
There's a specific motion to it.
Yeah.
Where Yamcha's dumbass has it, and then the one that won't be named.
Yeah. Do you like what you see? He looks cool. I don't think I'm the player at all. I still haven't mastered Valentine yet.
You haven't mastered him? Bro, what are you doing? This game's been out forever.
Did he just say him?
You say him? You just say him?
Go look at Valentine and show me where you see a him.
Everywhere.
Oh, maybe after hours.
Yeah, she seems more like a Shoto. She's fun to play on the mobile. Will I main her? Most likely not, but I'm gonna play her. I'm gonna enjoy this game. That was a blessing.
Gotcha. I think that game was definitely ahead of its time.
And it still is. So many things that they implement that other fighting games don't because they don't give a shit.
Well, I heard their netcode is just phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
GGPO Jack?
That's not my name. That's not my name. That's not my name.
Do you know what a clapback is, Raymond? Because I do.
We don't know who the next character is going to be. I don't know how they're going to decide if they're going to do another poll like they did before with their Kickstarter. I don't know how they're going about this, but them saying there's another character made me happy because I didn't know. I think they had already announced Annie was a thing before, the whole Evo thing where Evo fucking online is canceled due to it being run by a pedophile, essentially. And then the whole Mike Z situation. I was worried that they were just finishing Annie because they already worked on it and then farewell.
As like a last thing.
A new character that actually made me really happy.
So they're definitely
I'm hoping it's Black Dahlia because it's literally a lady with a gun on her arm.
So like that's your main right there.
Yeah.
On her arm, or is her arm a gun?
Her arm's a gun, I should say.
That's Brian's team.
shotgun, to be
Brian's gonna pick
specific.
2 people. It's just gonna be Peacock and the gun lady, and he's gonna rain bullets on you.
That'd probably be like a side team, but it's Squiggly Cerebella's words. Ever since I revisited the game, Peacock feels foreign to me, and I'm apparently a Squiggly main despite me not liking Stance characters. So I don't know who I am.
Yeah, well, I mean, I used to not zone.
Yeah, and then he pulled out a gun on me, Randall. What the hell? Okay,
Nothing
I'm
else was
excited.
fucking working. So what do you want me to do?
What's your reason for not playing fighting games again?
I do play fighting games. If we're all like chilling, want to play fighting
No,
games,
I
I'll
mean
load it up.
really get into it.
That's the thing. You have to really get into it, and that's all I play. I like playing too many things.
That's
I
not
want to
true,
try. I
think.
want to play a lot of different things. What happened?
The fighting game streamers, they play other things.
But for me to be worth watching, like
Anthony
that's
Cloud 805. Right now, he's playing Super Seducer on his stream.
okay. But he can stream at any. I have 4 days, 3 days of the week to stream
Man.
something.
You don't have to do it on stream. You can learn on your own time when you're not editing.
On my own time, that's more games I want to play. I'd like to play more games. That's the problem. Fighting games, you need to develop. You need to be on that.
So that's what you know. So you play your
You know, if
new
you got rid of the
games.
job thing, you could play more games.
What'd he say?
If I get rid of this job thing,
Oh,
I mean, yeah,
Dude, I'm
that's
trying to get rid of mine. Like, it's like 40, 50 hours a week that I'm,
allegedly.
you know.
I'm not trying to get you fired here. Allegedly. You don't know who's listening. This is like 97,000 listener podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So your boss could be listening to the other end right now, lurking on Twitch.
Your
Probably.
boss is a stand, dude.
Yeah. But that's why I don't really play foot. I enjoy it. Tekken's still my favorite because I don't have to meter manage.
I was
But
playing
I
that a little
don't.
bit.
I mean, you saw my
Yes,
Miguel
sir.
Randall. All you saw was KO. So, like, the heck?
I mean, that's technically not wrong.
I choose my words correctly,
What?
Brian.
You said all you
always
see is KO.
KOs.
That doesn't mean that he beat you. That means KO's on the screen.
There you go, Randall. You're finally
Yo,
catching
he's-
on.
Triple
Come on,
entendre.
dude.
Don't even ask me how, dude.
It's because he's thinking about Madden right now. He's smiling right now, but he's crying behind those eyes.
The sauce
I'm
is
alright
real.
because now I'm playing Hitman. So
You're gonna love Hitman, dude. If you're liking it now, you're gonna love it.
So overall,
Because I haven't
stream-
played the new ones.
What
stream it
happened?
so you can watch.
I want to see the new one. I haven't played it. You should stream it so I can
Yes,
watch.
you should definitely fucking stream it. But here we are, back to this. Look at him looking at me. What are you looking at me for?
Brian was saying something really important. I feel like
He just said he wanted you to stream it.
I said
Yeah.
Bryant, not Kelsey.
He just
Yeah,
said,
that's exactly what he's talking.
No, he was repeating what Kelsey said
Oh,
because
okay.
he thought that we didn't hear what he said.
got it.
Now he's going to say what he was going to say.
I just wish Randall streamed.
Oh my god! Come on, man. That is not what she was going to say.
That's what my heart wanted to say.
No.
Somebody clip that. That was fucking hilarious.
I clipped it.
Oh
my god.
what was I gonna say? So
They-
yeah, just bright future for Skullgirls. As long as me saying this out loud doesn't mean like, yo, how are we gonna fuck up now? Because every time I'm excited about Skullgirls,
Some
evil
bullshit.
happens.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Z happens. I'm just like, I'm scared to. I'm
Be
scared to
excited
hope.
for it, yeah.
But I am. I can't help it. This is
Are
one of
you
the few
gonna
times I've
compete?
hoped.
Are you going to compete this year?
If Evo Online happens, despite me being free or not, I'll probably join it. Will I practice it every day? That's not anything I can guarantee, really. But I will compete.
Even if it's
despite-
Skullgirls, you're not going to practice every day?
I can't guarantee it because there's stuff that I want or have to do.
Oh.
Man,
But
you
I'm gonna-
man.
even if I play once before Evo, I'm joining it. You can beat my ass. I can just say I went to Evo. So
Ooh, facts. I'm like, yo, Randall, how many evils have you gone to? 0. Brian? That's a place he finished too. Ooh.
Hey,
I
man,
was
if
the
you
first
could
one out.
if you could at least make it to top 10, that's something to be very proud of.
It's 8, dude. They don't do 10s. It's top 8. You can't be top 10. No one cares about that. It's top 8.
Why would you say that?
Because
man?
he always finishes at 8 or higher.
Yeah. Have you guys
Okay,
seen him play
well,
Mario Kart?
I don't think he did.
Eighth.
Do you know that running gag?
No, I don't.
Me and Brian and I think it was Janiana and either Johan or Gabby or something. We were playing Mario Kart, and we did the Grand Prix thing. We had to do four races, and whoever has the most points out of all of those wins the cup.
Mhm.
Brian 8th place every time, multiple cups.
And it's not
Eighth
even
place,
last
eighth
place.
place.
It's like 12 people, I think.
Yeah.
Eighth. They sometimes get first. I'm consistent, Randall.
Yeah, he's always 8th. If you know you can do like a gamble.
This is on purpose?
No, no, it's not.
How is that
That's
possible?
because Mario Kart has a bit to do with luck and like how the
Yeah, I know
items
the
are.
items and all
Yeah.
that stuff, but
Well, Brian gets.
I would think that would make it more inconsistent, not consistent.
You'd think so.
That's the thing, Randall. Oh, I sometimes win, but do you do it all the time? No. What do I get? 8th.
What number?
That's 8th. That's
117.
You just said the hidden code word and we all like fucking disintegrate in front of you.
I'm the best. But if you don't own Skullgirls,
Buy it.
lose my number or buy it. Those are your 2 options.
That's an ultimatum if I ever heard it.
Yeah, you can clip that too if you want to send to anyone who doesn't own it.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Lose my number
or buy it.
or buy it, fam.
That's all I can really say. Support the game. Support your indie games out there. If you like the game, just share it. It'll make their work worth more.
Hades.
Buy Hades. If you don't have Hades, if you don't have either Hades or Skullgirls,
Lose your number.
for the other one.
Okay, no, that's fair.
If someone says you know me, I won't be like, who are you? But if you don't have either one,
I don't know who you are.
yeah, what the hell?
Keep it stepping, Jack. Oh shit. So okay, that's actually pretty good news this week.
You want some bad news?
I already had bad news
Lord.
today. Well,
What
it's
was your bad news
well,
about?
it's a bad news that I saw coming 2 years ago.
Is it about Stadia?
Yeah,
What?
they're closing their first party studio that they made to make specifically Stadia games because they want to focus on the platform.
Yeah.
How many fucking podcasts do I have
Wait,
to
wait,
get on
wait,
here?
wait, wait.
I'm not done yet. How many podcasts do I have to tell Google focus on the platform since I first started using it? And now they're like, oh, we're
But
good.
what exactly does this mean, though?
That means people who are working for them don't have jobs anymore. So now they're going to help them get jobs in another studio.
Yeah.
Because they didn't focus on the
closing down their
fucking
studios in
platform.
Montreal
And they're like, oh, we're going to make our own studio so we can make games for our platform. No one's on your platform because it's so behind. So yes, please get rid of that studio and focus on the fucking platform.
Yeah, they're getting rid of both studios in Montreal and LA, so they can focus on the platform. And they're in the article here. They're talking about how creating AAA games and things costs a lot of money, and it keeps it's getting more and more and more expensive. And they want to focus on the platform instead, so that they can make sure that that people who do create games can deliver the games to everybody through their platform.
No shit,
Google was saying this.
Yeah, today Phil Harrison wrote, I don't know if it was actually him who wrote it, but posted a long thing.
I didn't even know they were making games.
Yeah, before Stadia was publicly out for everyone, he went on stage and was like, yeah, we're making games too. This is Stadia Games and Entertainment. That was the name of their studio.
Has any come out yet?
No,
No, they released
not from that studio. There's like Stadia
Oh,
exclusive
no.
stuff that came out for a time and then came out on Steam and stuff. But like, bro, you need to make a platform where everyone wants to be at. The fucking thing didn't have chat until like a couple months ago. That's laughably behind.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Streaming
know.
directly to YouTube came out like 2 months ago. It's been out for a year. You own YouTube. Why isn't that out of the gate? Why do I still need to sideload Stadia on my Android TV? You own Android.
You clipped a bit there, and that pissed me off.
The shit that should be like when it launched, anything that's running Android should have been able to launch that app right from the Play Store. Not the case. Why?
So they're gonna focus on all that stuff now.
They better now, because now they have zero excuses.
Shit.
I mean that should have really been like they should never have been doing the games in the first place. Like they really should have just been like working with companies to deliver games to Stadia and then focused completely on making Stadia everything that they had promised years ago. Because like this idea has been around since like
Gaikai.
early 2000s.
Not even
You know?
before Gaikai.
Like I'm trying to think of what there was another company that tried to do this, but internet and servers and everything just wasn't fast enough to handle it, so that shut down real quick.
Yep.
We're at a point now like that's how the world works is this type of thing. And they're Google's like, yeah, we're gonna do this, and then it comes out and everybody's like,
It does it, but that's all
Yeah.
it does.
yeah,
Oh, you can stream the game. Cool, but what about the social features? Adding game parties. the screen share state that they just finally added a year after they said it was going to happen. Streaming directly to YouTube came out like 2 months ago.
I feel like
The
I
option
feel
to
like
just
Stadia,
put in an ingest server. Easy. You put in a fucking input. What's the ingest server? Connect to it, upload. I should be able to stream to Twitch directly.
I feel like Stadia is the Scott Pilgrim.
Oh my god,
No.
but at a much grander scale.
You know, not being able to add like, oh, you mean everybody has to play locally, or we all have to play online? Got it. Like,
you're playing
if
Wallace?
only
Let's all beat
something
'em
you
up.
know had something like this had been thought about. I don't know, for the last 15 years. You know.
It's that. It's like you did when you make a new It's like, remember when was it Uplay or EA Origin? One of them came out and it's like, we're making our own launcher, and everyone's like,
Origins.
why?
Yeah, it
Because they
was
split from
Origins was
Steam.
the first one I think that broke off from.
And to my
Steam.
knowledge, I'm like, cool, another Steam. When Origin first launched, that was a heap of trash.
Oh yeah,
It did
We tried
nothing
playing-
but fucking play the game. That's it.
yeah.
Barely. Because if
You
it
couldn't.
go
You
for
couldn't
it.
add friends. You couldn't invite friends. You couldn't see your friend list in game. Like we tried playing. What was it? We tried playing.
It might have been a Battlefield, I think it was.
Yeah, I think it was Battlefield 1 or 3. I
Might
forget
have-
which one.
3 or 4.
But
Because
we-
those are the modern ones, I think. Anywho.
But yeah, it was awful.
Game was bugging out because their cloud service was enabled, so you had to disable their cloud gaming stuff. Yo, like, if you're not going to come out of the gate on par with what's ever out there, hold off, fam. Just hold the fuck off.
Street Fighter.
Holy shit, dude. And then I read this today, I'm like, yeah, it sucks for the people who are working there, but you guys should have seen this coming the moment you went public with this, that you could barely do anything but play the game on the cloud service.
You want some good news?
Hit me with some good news, because, yeah, that got me
Sorry to get it,
fucking...
So
That-
God of War,
Oh, this is good.
2018 God of War,
This is good news.
is getting an enhanced performance experience for the PS5.
Yeah.
Getting a patch that allows it to sync to 60 FPS, 4K checkerboard resolution, 2160p,
Mhm.
free update.
So it's still upscaled, but the internal resolution is much higher, and it's at 60 FPS. That's coming out, I think, tomorrow for free.
What?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's tomorrow, because I wrote it. They released the press release today, and it's supposed
60
to be
FPS?
yeah,
PS5?
yeah. You have to
Random,
read
make sure you have
You
your
don't stand
save.
up right now.
Make sure you don't stand up right now. And make sure you have your save from when you played it initially, because there's like extra loot that you get for New Game Plus that wasn't in first playthrough. If you do play it again,
Oh, really?
yeah.
So there you go. Randall, you're coming from the
and
worst,
if you
saltiest
beat it-
Madden gameplay to Hitman 3 and God of War at 60
If you-
FPS.
if you beat it on New Game Plus, you get like a golden shield or something. I forgot what you get. Also, Skullgirls is getting characters. You're livid, dude.
You guys are getting good news, man.
I'm waiting for Bloodborne to get an update next.
They might.
Okay,
Depends
Kelsey,
from software, though.
Yeah.
Here's what's gonna piss me off. Remember, I think I told you about Bloodborne being on sale or whatever. I bought it a couple days ago, and the DLC. I am waiting for the news that's coming to PC now.
Oh my god. That sounds about right. That'll check out if that's the case.
I'm waiting for this to happen.
It's gonna be this week too. What's today? Monday? Tomorrow, Tuesday is usually when a lot of news breaks. Bloodborne on PC. Watch.
If that's the case, anyone who wanted this, you're welcome.
It's becoming the trend. So
This apparently, according to a leaker, this was supposed to be news on the Mass Effect collection.
Javi came into
Yeah,
my
there's-
chat to be like, Bloodborne on PC.
Yeah, I posted that tweet thing, or the tweet about it.
Yeah,
Was it a couple days ago?
yeah.
I think it's this weekend. They're supposed to be coming out with information on what all is actually changing. Because it says a good amount of work that's gone in, not just visually but system wise too.
I hope that's gonna. I hope it's like I hope it's like some sort of not complete top down rehaul, but like a substantial amount.
Hopefully,
wish-
A lot of
hopefully
quality. Yeah, go for
they
it.
fix the fucking journal in 3. Like I don't understand how you can go from having an amazing journal in 1, an even better journal in 2, and then 3 they're just like,
Fuck
here you
it.
go.
It says something on there, right? Checkbox next. What's the next task?
Like a fucking poster board. You don't even know what's going on.
That's probably why Casey Hudson left in the middle of Mass Effect 3. He's like, wait, this is a journal?
I don't know. No, there's something up with him because he keeps going and leaving. Fam, he's sus to me. So like, that's just my 2 cents. There, you can't be just.
He did it for Mass Effect 3. He did it for Anthem. I think Andromeda as well. Like, pick one.
You did it for what?
For something like, I don't. It said Mass Effect, but there's only 3 Mass Effect games. So I don't know what it was. Like a fan game. I think
they announced the 4th one. Thank you.
We don't know
They
yet.
hinted at possibly coming out with a 4th one. They didn't announce a 4th one.
Yeah.
I thought that trailer and that we're making a new.
I don't know if it's part of the original trilogy or if they're moving trilogy characters into that fan game that came out. So we're gonna fuck Andromeda still, but I'm on the weary side because too many good things at once usually means a really bad thing.
Okay, then I might have misread, but I thought this is part of the original trilogy canon.
Look, show me this sentence.
Liara lives forever. Okay.
Show me this sentence, Anthony. I'll believe it, but since I don't remember it,
okay, that's fair. I'll look it up.
But it's still fuck Andromeda.
Okay. That's the hashtag we're.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't know that they've ever actually like come out and said, yes, there is a new game. They just said the Mass Effect story will continue, which could mean anything from they're coming out with a movie or an art book or, whatever.
It's a game for sure. But
you don't know that.
But is it canon?
You weren't in that boardroom.
We'll get to that. At this point, we're just okay.
Question.
I'll look it up and I'll bring.
Canon is my question. But is it canon? Is my question.
I just broke my elbow. Oh my gosh, O'Brien. Before we start delving into Fleabag here, Monster Sanctuary. What is that?
I can sum this up really quickly and give it a positive review. Spoiler. So this game, if you like Pokemon.
Okay, I like Pokemon-ish.
Do you like Metroidvanias?
Okay.
Now imagine if your Pokemon had skill trees, each one.
Ooh, that's a lot of management. How many Pokemon?
6 per team, but there's a lot of Pokemon.
Oh no! And they all have skill trees?
And you could put equipment on them to change their stats.
But do they all level individually and not like a party XP or
whoever's in your 6-man party gets XP together. But if they're not in your party and you just have them,
maybe.
So it's just like in the newest Pokemon where everybody gets XP if they're out.
Yeah, but I don't think it's like a percentage scaling. I think they just all get the same amount of XP.
Okay, so what's the moment to moment here? You got the pitch. I'm in the elevator with you and I'm listening. I might invest in your game. What's
moment to moment? Again, it's a Metroidvania. There's abilities you get for yourself. Like I already got double jump, but your Pokemon
Cyber Shadow.
But they're monsters. But I call them Pokemon because I know what they are.
Yeah.
Right.
They're Temtems.
You can have one out with you at once, and they do things in the navigational world. So some of them can break hidden walls or vines. Other ones, there's like orbs.
So you use cut.
Yeah, so you can use cut. You can use rock strength. You can use strength. You can do these things, but in a Metroidvania 2D kind of way, essentially.
Okay. I might. I need to see some video gameplay, and I might invest in this. It sounds pretty promising. I think we can make a lot of money in this.
I watched him play for a little bit. It definitely looks interesting.
I kept playing off stream because I was like, I just want some skill trees.
All right, so you're saying a lot of Pokemon stuff and a lot of Metroidvania stuff. It's on Game Pass?
It's on Game Pass. That's how I'm playing it. Yeah, it's on Game Pass.
Oh, then Papa's gonna have to delve in.
Yeah, I meant to download it.
That was so funny. You like calling me Papa?
You don't battle 1v1 Pokemon. You have 3 out at a time.
Yeah, so how's the combat? Is it turn-based like Pokemon?
Turn-based. It's turn-based, but not like Pokemon because you go with your Pokemon in the order you choose, and then they go. But then you go again. Like it does it that way.
So it's turn-based?
Yeah, but I'm saying not like Pokemon in the sense that speed drives who goes first. This one is your squad goes and they go. But they have an incentive too because they have a combo system where So let's say I do a move, it's 4 hits.
Okay.
Whether it's I heal you this times 4 or I hit you this times 4, I buff 3 people in our party, adds 3 to the counter. The higher your counter, the more damage you do with the next thing. So now it's like, what should I do to build up the damage? Whatever. So when I slap man's deceased.
Okay.
Which is pretty cool. It's pretty interesting. There's elemental strengths and weaknesses.
Let me guess.
like
Lightning
Pokemon.
destroys water. Water destroys fire.
There's fire, earth, water, and
Wind and heart?
wind. And then there's also neutral ones that don't have any elemental effect.
There's no heart.
No heart. It's not Captain Planet.
Disappointing.
He weirded
So,
you guys
I
out
mean-
too, right?
One of the rings is heart.
I don't know. That guy weirded me out.
Captain Planet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a
I mean, I don't know. I'm not a Captain Planet person, so
he always creeped me out, and I never liked watching his show.
yeah.
But did you watch the Don Cheadle version?
Yes, I seen you put that
Yeah, I've seen
fucking
that.
picture of Don Cheadle as him.
Okay, good. I'm not too far in this game, but I like I'm heavily biased towards Metroidvanias. I like skill trees, and Pokemon always felt too basic, where level them to this and you get this move. I like that you can choose how you want to build each Pokemon or monster. So I am thoroughly enjoying it.
Okay.
What was the turtle name that was it Bunny or who was it that came into your chat and he's like, yeah, my favorite's the turtle, and I can't remember what he called it.
Sunny, I think. And he called I don't remember what he called it, but it was like a pun. I don't remember what he called it. It was a snail, I think. And it was something I don't remember the name though.
You guys can go back to the VOD and go through the chat history.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not
Lot
going
of work.
to, but you can if you want.
I like how they literally both said yeah in unison. A lot of work. No, I'm not doing it.
This is what happens, man, when you're just in sync in life.
It seems like it. They were like on point. Both of them were like, he's right. And then at the same time, both of them not doing any of that.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Yeah, if you like it, at least 2 of the 3 things I said that this game has, I would try it. So if you have Game Pass, I'd try it because it's a small download.
Once you told me the combat, I kind of
Anthony,
I kinda
you
backed
zoned
up.
me. Do
That's-
you even know who you are?
yeah.
You played an XCOM game, the
Cut-
SteamWorld XCOM game.
Yeah, but that's because that's easy.
It's turn-based.
But it's easy turn-based. Now you're talking about combo meters, and I only can get
this is-
3 in there.
This is still pretty simple.
You said Metroidvania, and I'm like, I'm backdashing my way out of here like Symphony of the Night, you know? Nah, his face don't say I'm backdashing anywhere. I'm using cut. Fuck out of here. I might give it a shot. We'll see.
You
Have
don't like
seen the
meter
new
management?
game?
Huh?
You don't like meter management?
No, because when you're in passion in a fight, there's no meter. You go until your body gives out, and I believe that. So I don't need a meter telling me how far I'm gonna go. I'm gonna keep hitting that button until he can't anymore. You know what I'm saying? That's life. You see a meter in Tekken, Randall?
Yeah, the health bar.
Your health. Yeah, I don't have to manage
And
that. That means I'm still
there's
alive. I can still
characters.
hit a button. Heat.
There's
I can still heat the
yeah.
button.
It depends because you might have super armor in some of your moves and you get that back. If
I don't care about the health. That's what I'm saying. That I don't need to manage. If I have my energy, I have to manage that. That means I can't do moves because of my meter.
That's not.
I can
true.
have
Yeah.
1 health and I can do any of my moves in Tekken.
Okay.
That's freedom. That's real life. Okay?
He said that's freedom.
If you
but
start giving me these
technically-
fucking energy, the guy hasn't changed his stance. So he's sitting here like this. What's the difference between 2 bars doing this and 1 bar doing this? I can't visually see he's tired. That's the point of
Anthony,
energy.
Technically, Anthony, there's a meter that you have to manage.
Oh, my
because
bad.
you
What
can
is
only
it?
You can only do super once you get your health to a certain point. And you can
Yeah.
only do it once. So technically,
Oh
there's a
yeah,
meter
that's
on it.
true.
You pussy.
I was waiting for him to finish his argument so I could be like, there actually is a meter.
Talking
Oh,
about
the
rage art.
rage
Yeah.
art. Oh, that's
Look how
right.
defeated he looks right now.
Randall was when I hit him with that rage art.
Oh shit.
Player?
Feel you.
Yeah, so Tekken has no meter management. I'm sticking to that. That's gonna be my hill that I die on. So in comparison to fucking Street Fighter and Dragon, nah, too much shit. I'm a Z warrior.
But the other games you play have meter management, don't they?
Yeah, and that's something I have to live with. That's the only way I can pick Dr. Doom and hit you with foot dives is to look at that stupid meter.
You know, technically, Anthony.
What's up?
So some games you like playing Call of Duty, you like The Division. You can say the ammo is meter management.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Not when you have an infinite amount.
What?
You don't though in those games. Usually, if you play certain ways, you don't.
The way I play,
Don't you have to reload though?
yes.
You have to
so you
press a button to reload.
Sometimes depending on the
Or you
trait,
die.
it just
Or you can die and then you have to reload.
or I can die.
Well, that's meter management.
I don't have to manage anything. Just keep going until I die. Like I said, it's freedom.
What the? Okay. All right.
Try me like that again. Fuck, I got equipment that also has a meter.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, sir, it's context, Randall. That's all it is. When I'm fighting you, Randall, there's no meter. Like, if me and you were to get into an altercation right now, believe you, until I'm dead, there's no meter. Okay?
Oh my God.
It's just context. Racing games has to be a meter. Gas. Obviously, the car can't just go on forever. That makes sense. Me fighting you? Never. I don't want to see a goddamn meter. I'm hitting a button.
That's the weirdest meter you said. What racing game do you play with gas?
Gran Turismo.
You
When
have
you
to refill your gas?
Endurance
Yeah.
races.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't even play Gran Turismo. You
And
play Forza.
change the tires.
Bro, we're not talking about what I play. I'm giving you the example.
I'm talking about specifically what you play.
Oh, Forza.
There you go.
Which
You
is
don't play
pure
with gas.
arcade.
Huh? No, but there's meter management there.
It is?
Yeah,
Speed.
my speed's meter management. To take the turn, you gotta be at a certain speed.
So what is your problem when you do it? You play every game has meter management.
The context is fighting games.
It shouldn't matter because every game you play has meter management.
It don't make sense to me, Randall. When I'm like this at 2 fucking bars, what's the difference? You know, just let me do my moves. That's it.
So,
I don't-
so if you can foot dive, that means you'll have whatever meter you can have. That's basically what you're telling me.
I don't know what that means. What do you mean? If I foot dive, I can get any meter?
So what you're saying is you don't care how many meters they give you to manage if you can foot dive.
If I can do anything in my moveset,
That's
that's
not what
it.
I'm asking, Anthony.
No, I
If
need
you
more
can
than that.
foot dive in a game,
Yeah.
whatever meter they want to give you.
No, I need to remove the meter. It doesn't make any sense.
So
Right.
you want to be able to do supers the entire round.
Yeah, if you have but make the input for that egregious. Like make it like an entire MLA essay to do your super. At that point, now you got to manage. Yo, can I fucking do this? Because I can't even perform my super. Because it's a super move. You got to be able to do it. Like I can't just wall jump, drop kick you in the head. I can't do that. Never trained for that. You know, that makes sense, right? I never trained for 23 inputs for my super, so I can't do it. That makes sense, right? Knowledge.
I don't know if that applies because in like any game, if you keep practicing, eventually that long combination won't be an issue anymore.
And me jump and drop kicking you in the face, that'll be no problem either if I practice. Do you see how it makes sense?
But it's still management.
It's not management, just practice. Execution. That's it. Nothing holding me back. I don't have to hit you 17 times to get meter to do my super. I just do it.
Well, in
So
third
it's
strike, you don't
time.
have to hit people. In third strike, you don't even have to hit people. You can whiff a button and get meter.
Randall makes it
Oh,
seem
yeah.
like it's okay to go into a match with a gun, but you can't use that gun until you have 3 meters. Then you can use the meter to come out and shoot. Bitch, I can just shoot you.
Let me just stop you right there. No one tells me when I can use my gun in the game.
Thank you. Now Brian's on board.
It's
No more
wrench.
meters. Hashtag remove meters.
I don't feel like walking
Wait,
over.
so you want them to remove meters?
Yeah, from Street Fighter and the fighting game. Get
Oh
him out.
my god, man!
Just
Like,
get 'em out.
If it was you, every game would only be 2 buttons: action
Dive
and
kick.
jump.
Dive kick. Dive
Well,
kick is
yeah,
two
that's what.
buttons.
Yeah,
That's what Dragon Ball Fighters is.
Thank you, Kelsey. I body both of these kids with just square and triangle. Like they're asking me to do more. For what? I got square and triangle.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Strong hit and light hit. That's it. The hell do I need back for? Defend? I don't even defend.
what the? Okay.
You need to defend against these fucking onslaught attacks that I'm hitting you with. Wake up super, still kill him with Miguel. Come on. When's the last time you played Tekken random?
It's been a while.
Nice. I was yesterday, so don't even try me, dude. Okay.
Okay.
I
You
played yesterday or Saturday. I don't remember one.
It was yesterday. I just said I played yesterday, so I played with you. That's the story.
Who do you play? Idiot Miguel.
Did he just say that out loud?
I forgot, dude.
That sexy version of me with hair. No? You have something to say, Randall? Hi. So Monster Sanctuary. I might give that. I might look at your VOD or something. Unless you're gonna stream it this week, so I can take a look at it. Because the moment exploration sounds cool, but the combat you're kind of losing me.
I like turn-based, so
That's fair. I like XCOM turn-based. I don't know why.
because they have guns.
I don't mind turn based if it feels like you're playing chess. Kind of like that Gears game that Kelsey was playing.
That's like the XCOM style.
Yeah.
So why don't you play Fire Emblem? Oh, because Nintendo.
That's true. Yeah, he doesn't like Nintendo.
Fire Emblem is literally Fire Emblem, XCOM, and I guess whatever Gears game. I didn't play that one. Literally is chess with a whole rock paper scissors system. If you lose a character, they're dead. Unless you play like Kelsey, who bitches out and then restarts his save.
That's some punk shit, dude. That is not how you play those games.
Okay, ow, my foot. The one he had on 3DS gives you an option where you can be like, oh, I'm gonna play. They have difficulty, and then they have permadeath on or off. He picks permadeath on to load his save again.
They have your option. Pick that option.
No.
I would
I want
probably
everybody
play
to
it.
survive.
I would probably play it on easy, but permadeath on, because that's how it normally is permadeath on, in the classical, in the old ones.
Hey, Bryant, did you know in the 3 houses you can rewind time?
After the fact, yeah.
You guys finished that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I
I
at
did
least.
not know. I'm
But you're
like
right
at
there.
probably. I'm right at where the split happens between the houses and the
The
whatever
character.
Edelgard's clan's name is.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So Randall, you need to play Fire Emblem, and stream
Fire
that.
Emblem.
Stream Hitman because he needs to see Hitman 3. He hasn't seen it, and then you got to stream God of War in 60 FPS. Come on now.
I would say, unless you want to be salty, and if you're willing to use a console, play
I
Fire Emblem.
don't want to be salty. Don't.
Exactly. So Fire Emblem. Because if you want to get salty, you play XCOM and be this close to somebody with a shotgun and then whiff. And you're going to be pissed the rest of the day. Let me tell
How
you
is that
something.
possible?
I can't even tell you how many times I missed at 98%. The gun was in the fucking character's skull. Like it was like, and then, oh no, missed.
Another good rogue permadeath kind of game like that Anthony watched me play for a bit long time ago called Massive Chalice.
Oh, that's
There's a
also
guy-
really fun.
His whole job is throw grenades. There's an enemy on a bridge, and my guy's like, if this is the bridge, over here. And I thought it meant like, oh, X% was if you're going to hit him with damage. So I do it. This guy goes, remember, this is the bridge. This is where my teammate is. He goes and kills my guy.
What? You can't control where he aims?
He did, but the percentage was his accuracy. It wasn't how much damage he was doing. So he threw it, but chucked it at his teammate.
And that was my favorite guy, too. He's the one that survived all the wars, had the fucking buffs, grenaded from behind.
From his teammate.
Come on, man. That's bad.
That's another ejection from the game.
Jesus, dude.
No.
I can see it, like the inaccuracy of throwing it towards the enemy, but not your own teammates. Like, really? You shouldn't even be on the field at that point.
These games do an identity check before they do the percentages, and if Bryant, the worst possible outcome.
Wow.
In Fire Emblem, I lost one of my favorite characters on the Game Boy one because, all right, it was like a 99% chance to hit him, and in the enemy was like kind of like a boss. Very little chance to hit my guy, but twice. Both hits were crits and killed him. I missed.
How they crits?
What?
and miss. Does that make any sense?
It was one of the sword master guys that you get, but that's Brian. Like it won't happen to you, maybe.
You would think if you got a critical hit, that means you hit and it was a critic, right?
Fire Emblem.
He double critted me, so he hit. Not only did it hit.
I thought you said you went for a crit on him and missed twice.
No. I missed with like a 90% chance. Him
Got
with
it.
a low chance for 2 hits. Double critted me and he died. My character died.
I'm on the same page now. I thought you said you critted him but missed, and I'm like, that doesn't.
Yeah, I was a little confused too because if you crit, even
That
if
means
you
you
even if
hit.
your chance to hit is like 0, if you
Yeah.
crit, you still hit them.
Yes,
Yeah, but no, it was the disrespect version of that.
I see that now. Is there crits in Monster Sanctuary? Like same, just like Pokemon?
Yeah, just crits.
Gotcha.
And
So
you can
there's
buff
super
your team or
there's
people.
super effective plus crit.
Yeah.
Okay. 'Cause I know Pokemon has a distinction. You do dumb damage.
It doesn't say super effective, but it'll be like damage and it'll show like an up arrow to show that you did more because of the affinity.
That's their way of super effective. All right. Well, I mean, I might just check out your VOD, or if you stream it again, and I'll see how that works. Because the combat, I'm iffy on by verbally telling me, but if I see it, it might be more entertaining.
It looks fun. I mean, it's also. I mean, if you have Game Pass,
Yeah,
it'd
that's
be
what
worth just plugging it in and playing it once.
Yeah,
It's a small download, so.
it's all sprites, right?
Yeah.
That's probably what. Okay.
Did you? So I think we have a segment we should add to our Google Doc.
Okay. Which is when will Randall
Under
stream?
the notable releases.
No.
Oh, okay.
What?
I said
Nothing. He said nothing. Go ahead. What was you saying? Go ahead, Kelsey.
I want to know what he said.
He said he didn't say anything. He was just talking about the doc. Just say what he was gonna say, man.
That's not what he said. I want to hear what he.
You said add a new segment. I'm like, oh, when would Randall stream section?
That should be a section too.
Yeah.
No.
But for like places that give free games and whatever, like Epic.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you've seen this week's free game,
the King.
Dendara Trials of Fear.
Oh,
I think you would really enjoy it.
I started that a long time ago. It's fun. I didn't
Alright.
finish it, but it's another level of platforming because you're literally stuck on walls, and the only way to move is to jump.
Yeah.
Either at a certain diagonal, and that's the only way you can move. Is just jumping around stuff.
But it looked like something that you might be interested in. But I grabbed it, and it's free on Epic right now.
This
At least until Thursday.
Yeah, the next game is for the King, which is pretty fun. Roguelike, I guess, co-op, tabletop kind of RPG thing. 3 players per party, so it's pretty fun.
Hold on, I was adding the. How do I add a? I can do this later. I don't know why I'm doing it now. Cool, I did it now.
You know, if you didn't lock the dock, people could add stuff.
Don't worry about it. You guys had until 7:30. I got it now. Next week it'll be there. All right. Randall, it's like no one's known that I am the director at the Federal Bureau of Control.
Control freak.
That's the point of my joke just now.
Wasn't it my idea to lock it?
I don't know, Brian.
Why would you suggest that?
Because great
I
minds
also
think
don't
alike.
I also don't like at 7:59 someone adds a bunch of bullshit.
Well, my biggest thing is like there's, I'm usually scrolling through the news stuff. The
But
news
not
stuff.
But not at 7:30. At 7:30, I'm already testing audio. That's when I lock it at 7:30. That's 30 minutes before the show.
I'm not home. I'm working out.
Yeah, then if we're gonna keep
I'm
it
lifting
honest,
weights and people. Like I
you're
got
not
stuff to do.
You're not testing audio at 7:30. You're testing at 7:59 when Randall shows up.
I'm,
That's when you actually test it.
I'm testing everything's working. My internet's still fine. I start the stream early to make sure I can see that it's still green. And today, I don't want to jinx it, but it hasn't gone down from green. Thank you, Comcast, for cooperating today. Fuck off, Jay. Like it's gonna mess up. And like that's what I'm testing.
The best part is it's gonna be the very end of your stream.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like, okay, guys, I'm gonna sign.
Cuts right the fuck off. Yeah. making sure everything's updated. That's just dumb shit like that. Anyway,
Okay, small interjection. Apparently, Brawlhalla Esports this year they're adding $1 million to the prize pool.
oof,
Oh shit.
you guys played that.
So Kelsey, you can beat my ass if you want. If you want to get $1 million.
I've actually been thinking about asking you if you wanted to start playing it again.
I'll play it. I'll probably be depressed, but I'll play with you.
That's a lot of cash. When is is it like in game, or do you have to like through a website sign up or something?
I just saw the article. A friend posted it in his Discord. I can post it in here, I guess.
$1 million, man. You trying to learn Brawlhalla? Wow, I see how it is, bro. I beat you once with Miguel, and now you want to play with me anymore.
I don't like the mechanics.
Oh, okay, because it's like Smash Bros.
Yeah.
There's no cars to fix, so I don't know what your deal you have with them.
That was pretty good. All right, Monster Sanctuary. I guess give it a shot. It's on Game Pass.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I gave you Ted Lasso, and you said you knocked it out of the park, Anthony. Now, round 2. Fleabag season 1.
I don't
Not
think
2.
this is round 2. This is round 3.
I didn't give you anything else to watch.
Peaky Blinders.
That's right, I did.
It's
Okay,
just I
so
lapped you so heavily.
yeah, you
bro.
because you kept watching it. That's right. I did watch it first. My fault. I'm like, what? All right, so I'm 2 for 2 now. All right, Fleabag season 1. We'll talk about season 2 together because we haven't talked about season 2 yet. Go ahead, Brian. Fleabag, yeah, Fleabag season 1. Hit me with it.
All right, so boom. Apparently, like anything.
Hold on. Did you figure out what happened before you found out what happened?
Yeah. The frame she did when they're at that class where they're not allowed to talk, and it showed when she's like, "Oh, go to like highly something you really visit constantly or whatever," and I saw her unbuttoning someone's pants. I'm like, she's been thinking about X character a bunch of times throughout the show. A man's belt's like being taken off. What else could it possibly be?
Hey, selling car insurance.
Selling car insurance was my second idea.
See, told you, Randall. Everybody was thinking that.
You're right.
But I'm the best, so I mean,
that also helps.
and I'm from the future, so
and that's an unequivocal like bonus point right there.
Yeah.
So Fleabag.
So Fleabag, boom, right? Anthony's been recommending things that have to do with Europe that I adored, show-wise. So I'm like, you know what? I already wanted to watch this because I saw, was it Phoebe? What's her name?
Phoebe
something Bridge.
I only know her first name is Phoebe.
Phoebe Waller-Bridge?
Sure.
Is that what it is?
I don't know.
I watched her segment on the actor roundtable that they usually do annually.
Hollywood actors. Hollywood reporters. Actors roundtable.
I don't remember if she was on the writers one or the female actress one.
Probably both.
But the clips that they were showing, she writes this. The clip that they were showing, like, they sprinkle in some clips from whatever they're there for.
Yeah. And
then I don't know, the way she was talking about writing, I was like, I want to watch this, but I never did. And then you just like, oh, this is good. And I remembered I wanted to watch it. European. Anthony's on a streak right now, so like, all right, let me do this. And I finished season 1 and season 2 within 3 days.
Yeah, they're short episodes. They're like 20 minutes each. It's an easy binge.
Tuesdays have been my productive day.
Yeah.
I did nothing but finish season 2.
Yeah.
Which it hurts to admit, but I did not do anything.
What happened?
That's because everything happens on Tuesdays.
For Kelsey, absolutely. Anything only on Tuesdays. He's a busy day.
I was kind of hoping you guys got like married on a Tuesday so you could say, look.
No, we got married on a Sunday.
That's the guns off camera. Yeah, you tell him what fucking day.
Let me see what. It lands on a Wednesday this year.
Oh,
anniversary.
Yeah.
By that much.
Was last year a Tuesday?
It should be.
No, it was a leap year, so it was probably
Monday.
Yeah, it was probably
It was a Tuesday.
Told you.
Fucking told you, bro. You dumb idiot.
Yeah, that's because I skipped the podcast
that week
so that we could go do stuff.
Yeah.
So Fleabag.
How do you like the fourth wall breaking?
I enjoy it, but I kind of wish it was less.
Really?
Oh, I'm on the opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I,
I felt
I'd invite it.
Like if I could nitpick, like I said, I enjoyed it, but there are times where I wish it was in the scene. They were in the scene just a bit more than they were. But I overall enjoyed the wall breaking. I like the after I saw the intro where she's like, and it left me thinking, and she made the asshole remark. I'm like, I didn't guess she was gonna say that. And then the intro being a frame long and then just a guitar riff, I was like, this is perfect.
I didn't say it because I wanted you to experience the intro. I'm like, if Brian complains about this intro, I'm gonna fight him in real life because it's literally cut. And then you're in it.
If I made intros for shows and stuff, maybe even shorter than that, I'd make mine. But it's funny that it's funny that it's a guitar riff specifically because I think adding guitar riffs to anything is funny.
Yeah, when I saw that intro, I'm like, if Brian watches this, he's gonna appreciate how short this intro is. It just literally just says Fleabag, done. They back into the show.
Yeah. I don't know what else to say. I like her character. That until literally right before this podcast, Anthony pointed out that they never actually say her name, and that was wild because it didn't. If he didn't say that, I would have not. No.
And the only reason I knew is because I was putting this link up, and I saw the IMDb page for the not IMDb, the movies. The site I use, the moviesdb.org. The casting, and she's casted as Fleabag, and I'm like, no one's ever called her Fleabag, so they never call her by her name. No one's ever addressed her by her name, so we do not know what her name is.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Randall loading.
That's crazy, but I like her as a character. I like that it's not. It's refreshing that it's not like Ted Lasso, because even though what he goes through is like human, it's nice that she's not just you have these, but then she has moments of like what you aspire to be. Like this is probably someone you've met. Is who she is. The cast is really small, but everyone's enjoyable to an extent. And at least for me, her reactions, I'm actually doing her reactions.
Yeah, when it's like Martin does some crazy shit, and she's like to the camera or some shit.
Whatever. Sometimes someone says something, she's like, I honestly, I don't look at someone because I'm watching by myself, but I look at her with that, so it feels like I'm actually there. Like I feel like the friend that tags along. That makes sense.
Yeah, that's why I invite it, because she has a way of doing of the way she does the fourth wall breaking. It's inviting. It's like, yo, you've been here gossiping with me this entire time, talking. Yeah,
and it's like the timing for it is just when you're thinking what she answers. Yeah. So like for some you meet characters like, wait, who? And then she turns and like, oh, thanks, Queen.
Yeah, like she'll let you know right when the question comes up. Bam, she'll explain to you whatever you need to know for that scene. And as that character starts divulging their traits, she'll turn to you and be like, and then, or continue to explain, or like expound upon whatever is going on. Like Martin being drunk. That's like one of the first fucking things he talks about. Cuts to him just being horrid at a dinner, and then everyone's just like, okay with it.
It's cool too that when she sees like you think of the characters the way she does. So when that character's in a situation and she like turns to guess what they're gonna do, and you're like, oh yeah, she's not gonna eat that, and then you're wrong, and it's like, oh, I don't know, this is just really well written. The characters are. I don't think there's any character I hate. No, there's one character I hate, and that's obviously the fucking stepmother. But
that's because she does a great job of making you want to hate her.
Yeah. Like everyone serves their purpose, and they do their scene or they do their character like immense justice.
Mm-hmm.
Not really much to say about the soundtrack. Sometimes it's jazz, and I like jazz. That part was weird is when she's on the train and they just start playing. Was that Imagine Dragons? And she's like, "I'm on my period." I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, I like this show. I like a show that I like being wrong. That makes sense. I don't want to be like, yo, Denise is gonna fall, and then they do. I'm like, see, I like me being able to
caught off guard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Brian's trying to get
there's also is also what I liked about JoJo. But yeah, I'm trying to earn the guess, and if not, then kudos to them. As long as it's done well.
Yeah, it's not like,
It's not like, oh,
you...
Denny's gonna fall, and then we find out that she's actually a vampire. Like, what?
The vampire shit had nothing to do with what was going on.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I don't know what else to say for season 1. The emotional scenes, it's just so human of a show to not be something you've experienced. I don't know how else to say it.
It's just sympathize with the characters because it's not a far-fetched situation that any of them are in.
Yeah, I don't know what else to say. It's well written, well acted, well. Yes.
Yeah. All right. Papa's 3 for 3, Randall. I'm on a heater. I'm not gonna have another show to recommend for a while though, because I'm gonna go watching the Romanoffs and stuff. So enjoy what you have.
I've been recommending shows where you don't respect me.
I'm in the middle of watching Megalobox.
Oh snap!
Where's Narcos?
After I get done with maybe the Romanoffs and Chernobyl, I have a bunch of other shows that have shorter episode counts. So I'm getting down with the shorter episode count ones first before I invest in.
I already know too. When you start watching Narcos, the intro again. You guys know how I feel about intros. Very few times I sit throughout the whole. I have to like it to sit through the whole thing.
The Deuce.
Narcos has an intro like that.
Is multiple intros? Like each season's different intro?
I think it's the same. I think it's the same every time.
Okay then. Okay. Javi says throw Attack on Titan in the backlog. Yeah, I do have to, because I watched it, loved it, read a bunch of the manga ahead of time because it wasn't out on animation. Liked what I was reading, and I just fell off. I just stopped reading. Same with like Injustice, the comic book. I loved what I was reading, fell off.
Well, stop. They released a prequel. They started doing a prequel series. I haven't started that yet. I don't know. I think it's the same thing with Better Call Saul. I'm scared.
No, but you gotta watch Better Call Saul because Better Call Saul is out and it's great.
But I need to see that anime with the buff lady. Like I don't think I think about her.
Did you find out what it was called?
Yeah.
What was it called?
Dorohedoro.
Oh.
Durarara. I don't remember what I was saying. You'd like the Narcos intro. Fleabag's really good season 1. And then if you want to start talking about season 2.
Season 2. I'm gonna piggyback off what you said with like the heartbreaking scenes and the real scenes. The bus stop. It's near the end of the season when they had the conversation, and I'm like, oh my god, that hurt. That hurt.
The last scene?
Did you see season 2?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we can spoil it. Spoilers for season 2 of Fleabag. So if you don't want
to
get
this asshole put his headphones on. Let him take him as long as possible to put his headphones back on.
These look like headphones. Nah, that's cheese.
Yeah, is this a Coke?
Yeah.
Put your fucking headphones on, dude. Oh my, he's making a whole lasagna before he puts his headphones on.
He's cleaning up the cat, I think. He got shit in his eyes.
I think he shat himself.
I'll make sure I got these on. And they're on. Nice, we're back. There he is.
Are we back?
Yeah, we back.
We're going to make spoilers about a show called Fleabag. Do you care?
No.
Okay, cool.
I don't know what the show is. Like, yeah.
Did you make lasagna?
No.
Oh.
I had tortellini tonight.
You heard him? He had tortellini.
That was close.
Toto is pussy in Spanish.
I remember.
Okay.
Was, I don't remember if it was your other grandmother.
Yeah.
Or grandma's a friend that both of them taught me bad words.
That's how you learn all the languages. You learn what not to say in public, and then you notice that you're clear from it, and not use it over and over again. You know,
or do use it over and over again.
Allegedly,
like puta.
There you go. Brandon, what are you doing? You can't watch porn while we're doing this.
Would you stop telling? I'm not looking at no pornographic material, man. Stop.
I love it when white guys are like, yeah, puta bitch. That's like, bro, just stop.
Yeah, please. You just said bitch to me.
It's the same thing with chai tea, because chai is another word for tea, apparently.
Oh, I'm okay with that. Yo, give me some TT. I'm about it. Fleabag season 2. We already have 3 hours here, so let's wrap this thing up. So boom. picks up a year and something after the ending of season 1. Obviously, she's not speaking to her family members. And then she was invited to a dinner with them in it. She meets a priest that's going to marry his mom.
What was his name in Sherlock Holmes?
Moriarty.
Yeah, Moriarty. He had that weird voice.
Why's it gotta be weird?
So the guy who plays Moriarty in Sherlock Holmes, the guy who had that episode in Black Mirror, this guy has not missed. Everything I have seen him in, he does phenomenal work, and then this is no exception. He's a great actor. He does great in his role. He plays a father who's going to marry Fleabag's father and the stepmom, and season 2, as she puts it in the beginning of the season, is a love story. Go ahead.
His name is Andrew Scott.
Andrew Scott.
His real name?
Yeah.
That'd be weird if he gave you his stage name. Brian, did you ever finish Preacher? Javi's asking. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did. I liked the last scene with
Here we go. Ooh, he's dancing. Now he's making some weird face.
Is it getting
oh
dark?
my god, Cassidy.
Thank you.
I like the last scene with Cassidy. A lot of it I didn't give a shit about,
Okay,
but I was there for it.
got it. What about Legion?
I think I did.
Ooh, that's not a good sign. That he did not like you.
I mean, how could you not like?
I couldn't
Other than
finish
they-
Legion. It kept giving me a headache.
No, we talked about it, Anthony. Remember, I liked his dad,
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, we did talk about it.
and then his thought was, I can make any weapon, an entire bullet. I'm like, this is my father.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I probably like Legion more than Preacher, but they were both mad to me.
Okay.
At least ending it.
Gotcha. Yeah, they had ended somehow. Like the ending of season 1 leads into the season 2 of Fleabag. So yeah, it ends up being a love story between Fleabag and the priest. And obviously, as people know, priest can't
Breakdance fight.
While she is very into breakdance fighting. So then the conflict is there. The tension's there between the two characters, and you see how that unfolds throughout the season on top of all the baggage she already has coming into it from season 1 and her history. And her relationship with her sister. And that also is an arc that unfolds. It's fantastic. It's more of the same, more dark comedy. Like Brian was saying in the first season, more like serious note scenes, emotional scenes. That's written very well, and it hits home. So like it nails what it wants to do, and does it fantastically. Doesn't stay too long, doesn't do it too short. Perfect. Move on to the next thing. They know when to put in the comedy, like the Fox thing when they were outside his house. Perfectly timed jokes that are like, okay.
I like that they did something interesting with the fourth wall when the father's around.
When the father's
The
around,
priest.
I guess we were spoiling it anyway. When the father's around, he notices when she leaves, and she's addressing the fourth wall. He's like, "What are you doing?" Yeah, and she's like, "What?" And he's like, "There, you did it again." And he noticed that something's off. Like obviously, what he sees is probably just her like blanking out.
Mm-hmm.
But to us, it looks like she's looking at us. But he notices when that happens. So I'm like, "Oh, that's a new dynamic." I thought they were gonna build upon that.
Like he was gonna start talking to us.
Like he can be like, "Wait, you all can see her too," or something like that. And I'm like, "What?" That's not what he sounds like. I mean, that was an English accent, first of all. Let's get that out of the way. Was it him?
But he's
No,
Irish.
I get that, but I'm doing an English one. Is there a problem? Thank you. Continue.
You were talking,
I think
Anthony.
No, I was just interjecting on the
Oh, okay.
the priest finding what he was noticing when she was breaking the fourth wall.
My favorite time when he did it was at the cafe because he looked at the kids like, what are you? And he got like close to the camera. I thought that was funny.
What are you looking at?
Yeah, that actor is really good. I haven't seen him in anything I didn't like.
Same. That's why I'm like, for me, he doesn't miss, man. Everything I've seen him in.
Do you think her father has a weak backbone?
I know. I think he's just at that age where he doesn't care.
He just wants companionship.
He just
I
wants,
think.
he just wants a body there.
Even though she's not getting along with his children?
He barely does.
Yeah, like, didn't you see the relationship they have? Like, it's like, hey, okay, they have those sort of moments, but it's not.
Speaking of relationships,
When either of them are in trouble, they don't call the dad.
yeah,
Well, she did once.
Yeah, once. So that's
that part when doesn't have to do with the second season, but just to jump real quick to the first season when they tried to hug each other.
oh the
Remember when she
sister,
tried to
yeah.
hug
And
bitches?
she's like, "What are you doing?"
Don't ever do that again.
Yeah, no, yeah. Like, it's like, what is going on? Oh yeah, that's good stuff. Where are we at here? Yeah, I don't know. It's to me, it was more the same in a good way, with a different actual story. Like she said, it was a love story this time. Where the first one, it was like more of like a foundation building, who the characters are, what their little arc is. That damn trophy being brought back throughout both seasons. God damn,
yeah.
dude.
The statue.
The statue, yeah, that's what it was. And then finding out what its origins was,
yeah.
and it's like, oh, well, the conversation with the lady who won that promotional thing at the bar, great scene. All of it's good. All of it's thought provoking too, because it's like a I guess a feminist piece. Because it's like what is it to be feminine or feminist, and what is the gender roles nowadays? Like all that's sort of addressed, but in a comedic way. So I don't know. There's some conversations to stem from that as well. All in all, I liked it. Season 2 was more great stuff. Now that
It was good to see that the second season wasn't a downgrade from the first season, because there have been so many times with series.
You'll start off with like a banger, and the second one's like,
yeah, like
I think it might
Stranger
be
Things.
like Stranger Things, yeah.
I think it's because the main actress is the writer. Like, I guess they know how to do. She knows how to do scenes because she wrote it to be a certain way. And I don't know if there's a team or if it's literally just her.
I don't know. There's usually a team, but that doesn't always help because Louis wrote his stuff, and he's not like the greatest actor, but he performed what he needed to perform. That makes sense.
Because he wrote it for him to be the main character,
I guess.
Better Rocky or Sylvester Stallone.
Oh,
Sylvester Stallone wrote Rocky and wanted to be the primary and wanted to be Rocky.
I didn't know he
nobody
wrote
would
it.
take him.
I didn't know he wrote it.
He wrote all of them or just the first one?
I
think he wrote all of them.
I'm sure he wrote all of them or had like creative input after the first one. But yeah, he wrote his first big thing was, I believe, Rocky, and he wrote it with him being in mind for being the main character, but no studio would take him. And
also he took it elsewhere.
And so he kept, looking around. He finally he had to sell his dog because he had no money left. And then he got with his first like $10,000 check, he tracked down where his dog was and bought it back.
Nice.
With like the 10 grand.
Didn't he used to do porn?
Where do you guys get this? He did?
I think so. I think that's where the whole name of calling him the Italian Stallion came from.
Doing porn? I don't remember
I think
that.
so.
Brian, you got some weird fanfics.
There's a nightlife that Bryant is involved in that we don't know about.
Yeah, he's on a higher class than I am, bro. Holy crap. What's going on, people? Anyway. So yeah, I'm going to go with, I still recommend Fleabag Season 2. I loved it. If you like the first season.
Yeah, apparently, 6 years before he broke big with Rocky, he was in a 1970 softcore porn film.
Softcore. We never see his dick, so it's whatever.
Well, that's no fun.
Yeah, like if you're gonna, show all of it, be proud of it. Like I have to be proud of my 2-inchers, so like you guys gotta do what you gotta do.
The Girl from Different Strokes isn't softcore porn.
Jeez, man.
I mean, if you're in a movie called Different Strokes.
It's a show.
Oh, if you're in a show that has multiple episodes on different...
Yeah. He directed and wrote all of them. So far, I'm on... Hold up.
All right,
All
so
the porns?
I got. Oh, well, we're at 3 hours 15.
No, I'm talking about Rocky. All the Rockies. He wrote and directed all of them.
Oh, nice.
Rocky wrote the Rockies.
Yeah.
You mean Sylvester Stallone?
Yeah.
Okay. Anywho, Brian, Fleabag season 2. Yay, continue watching it, or fuck off. Season 2 isn't worth it.
Yeah, I would continue to watch, but I don't want them to do a third season.
Oh no, I'm hungering for more. I want her to keep it going. What's
the
next?
Way she ended it, the way she ended the season felt like a goodbye to us.
Yeah, it was. But the whole walking away, she's like, nope, stay there. And then she slowly walked away. And then checked to see if we weren't following. It's creepy, but effective.
Yeah. If there's another season, frame one. If it's all out, if the whole season drops all together, frame one watching.
Yeah, same.
But at the same time, if they ended it here, I would be fine.
I'm still waiting for Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. So,
Haven't started that.
well, Brian, maybe number 4?
Where does this take place?
As in timeline? Like back in the 40s?
No, where?
It's in America.
I can agree
I
that
don't know.
it's good.
I don't know.
It's funny.
Again,
too.
it's fine. I mean, if you don't like Tony Shalhoub's in it, the main chick's there, the wife's funny too. That dynamic's great. It's all
Yeah,
New
but you said
Yorkers.
America.
Yeah, but it's New
New
Yorkers. Yeah, it's like with heavy accents.
It only works if you recommend European shows, Anthony.
Hey, I'm the guy with 3 in a row. Okay, so I can recommend whatever.
I mean,
Okay.
I'd have more in a row.
What do you think about Spider-Man?
Brian needs to go watch Spider-Man. So that's an easy 4 right there. Okay, moving on. Sorry, Google. I know it's my bedtime. Yeah, we're way past here. So we like it. What else is left? That's it.
I think that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Fucking beautiful. Notable releases this week. We got Season 8 of Apex Legends. Comes with a new character, I think, called Fuse. Or am I confusing that
Something
with
like
Rainbow
that.
Six?
Something like that.
Okay, well,
I don't remember. I haven't really kept up with the new seasons.
the PS5 finally gets a new game out called Destruction All-Stars. Looks like a crazy twisted metal / running around shooting things explode. I don't know what you do in it yet.
So I was playing Road Rash at Nick's place because he's
Mhm.
got one of the mini Sega things that
Okay.
they sold, and we were playing Road Rash, and I was like, man, we really need a new Road Rash and a new Twisted Metal because those games were just phenomenal.
Yeah, I agree.
Like you want to talk about like some of the original Battle Royale games, like those are awesome.
Yeah, Vigilante 8, Twisted Metal. There's another one in that genre as well.
Destruction Derby,
Destruction Derby is another one, yeah.
Wipeout.
Oof, Wipeout's fun, but that's like,
It's a racing game.
yeah, that's like 4 head this close to the monitor trying to like be professional at it. That one's like,
Wipeout is more like another version of F-Zero.
yes.
Yeah.
We have the Neo collection, which I think it bundles up Neo 1 and 2. I think the complete edition for both, so like everything Neo in one package. And I put this on there.
Fifth. It's Friday. I'm stupid. Sorry. Continue.
And I put this on there because it made me laugh. It's called Defense of the Ass. What game it is, no idea. I saw that in upcoming games. I put it on there, made me laugh. It made you laugh. Mission accomplished.
Welcome to your first defense against Spank. You have been kicked off the throne, and you must regain your throne, which will require you to pass many enemies and not let them destroy you. Don't think it's going to be that easy because everyone around you is hunting you and wants you dead.
Defend the ass, bro.
Randall might like that. He likes ass play.
Yeah, that's true. I saw what you wrote on there, Randall.
I did not write that. I don't know who did.
It says it on history.
It doesn't say I wrote it.
It says Randall better. They loved writing this. For movies, I don't got anything on there. And for music, Foo Fighters has a new album coming out this weekend, or for Friday. So Foo Fighters fans, get ready. And then for free games for the week,
Slowthai is another project coming out.
there you go. The timing's impeccable.
And for you people who don't actually listen to The Weeknd like that, he's releasing a highlights album. It's like his greatest hits is what he's doing.
Why?
Because he
Why
can.
not? People will buy it.
Okay. No, he's not dead. Like,
Yeah.
we
2021 still early.
isn't greatest hits like you're dead already, and it's been like 30 years since the last time you put music. So here's your greatest hits.
You don't have to do that. I mean, if you think about it, a lot of his hits were when no one knew about them. So why not bring those to the front?
Yeah,
Then
Anthony.
that wouldn't be hits if no one knew about them. They knew about them because of Starboy.
I mean, there's a lot of people. Just it wasn't on the radio though.
Starboy was on the radio.
Older stuff than that.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Those aren't okay. Well, I have a different definition of what a hit is.
Depends on depends on who considers it a hit. It could be a hit in an underground scene.
Sure. Okay.
It's like cult classic movies. They're hits, but not many people know about them.
No, they're not hits. They're just cult classics. You can't. There's no hit cult classic. If it was a hit, more than the cult classic, people will know it.
It's a hit amongst the cult.
Sure. I didn't put anything for the free games of the week this week. We just added it. But you said Dandaro's free this week, and then For the King is free on Thursday. What you said?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yes.
I don't know any other free games at this moment, but the time of recording is Monday, so who knows? All right,
Free
people.
until Thursday. Thursday it switches to For the King.
For the King, yeah. Randall, besides looking at Instagram, what are you doing this week? Doesn't take that long. Right? Hitman 3. There you go. I got you, bro. And that's twitch.tv/LOADITUP.
All right.
Are you gonna Office Space your Madden copy?
Yes. Take it outside. We got a camera.
Yeah, on PC, didn't he?
Yeah. How can I do
Then
that?
you would have an excuse to get a new graphics card.
It's a digital copy.
You literally burned the game disc on a DVD. On multiple DVDs.
So I'm gonna go buy a dish.
Yeah.
Then
disc
burn
player.
it because my computer does not have dish anything.
Okay.
Put it on the disk.
Oh no, I have a
I'm going to spend money to destroy it.
I have CD burner. So all you need to do is get the discs. And that's
I
cheap.
mean, you buy like 3 Bugattis, you don't even use them, so what's the difference?
See, if you Office Spaced your computer, then you would have an excuse to get a new graphics card.
Yeah, but the rest of his computer besides GPU is not worth office spacing because it'll run. So
You know what also will run? His current GPU.
All right. Hitman 3.
What day are you streaming there?
Monday through Friday. Right after this stream, he's getting on.
Gym. Work.
Work. Dang, Randall. Like, I ask this every week, right? Like, by the 3 hours in, you shouldn't even have that ready.
I was gonna say I might play some more Miles Morales, but I'm really trying to milk that junk. So
no way, Randall. You're still milking it. I completely forgot you have that game. That's how long you're milking it.
yeah,
Play the fucking game, Randall. Stop playing with
I don't want it to end.
Things end, Randall. You're not a machine.
Yeah, no.
Things end.
No, Kelsey, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
That's
Finish your games.
Dragoon. I don't want it to end.
No,
Because you don't
finish your games. Finish your games.
No.
Stop playing with your fucking food. It's getting cold. It doesn't taste the same anymore. Okay, that's what's happening.
As soon
can't
as you
just-
finish it, it's not the same.
Yeah, it's over. That's what happens when you finish it.
Yeah, you don't want it to be over. Like you want it to just last forever.
And your dreams it'll last forever.
It won't. It won't be the same.
Fucker said Miles Morales out loud. Fuck, you're behind. God, I forgot.
What, behind what, Anthony? What exactly am I behind? I'm not in no race.
You are. You're not gonna live forever.
Oh my God! What does this have to do with my existence?
That's the time you're behind.
Okay.
You're always racing against time, Randall. That's why. Oh, why you so quick, Anthony? I'm getting shit done, Randall. That's why I'm doing.
Well, I'm more of a quality over quantity person. So
I'd
I'd rather
quality
take my time and enjoy every bit of the game.
on the tombstone. I'm gonna say he got at 68% in Miles Morales. That's what I'm right.
Hey, but I enjoyed every bit of it.
And you're gonna be up there trying to have water cooler talk with all the other fucking angels, and then be like, "Yo, that part in Miles Morales," and you'll be like, "I haven't gotten to that part." They'll send you straight out of the fucking heaven, dude. Get out of here, wasting their time.
Okay.
They flew to you to go talk to you at that water cooler,
Yeah.
and you come out with, "I haven't finished it." It's gonna be Miles Morales who flies to you. What do you think of the last part when I was in it? And you're gonna be like, "I haven't finished
It's a
it."
beautiful game, man.
He's gonna disown you. So besides neglecting games, what else?
I said work, gym, art.
Prayer, got it.
prayer. It looked like he was. His finger looked like he was frozen because it looked like it was stuck in motion blur.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was waiting. He only holds up the thumb for one thing, Randall.
Yeah.
I said it.
And that's fisting. So,
Wow.
Kelsey, what do you got?
Wow. Okay.
Kelsey, what you doing this week?
This week.
Yeah, this week.
Probably gonna be playing some Path of Exile.
Yeah.
Path of Exile this week. I might try and stream some Bloodborne Thursday. I think we're gonna try and do Remnant.
Yes, sir.
And see if we can just get that finished off. I wonder if I don't even know if I still have it installed. I gotta check. I probably do because I don't really uninstall things unless it's like I'm never gonna play this and fuck that game.
Gotcha. So Need for Speed.
Yes. I still can't believe my buddy played that. I was like, I was just ragging on him the whole time.
It's worse when you tell them adamantly, don't play this. And they go, I'm going to go play it.
And the worst part was that he had a buddy of his was the reason he was getting into it. And his buddy had put, a whole bunch of hours into it. And I'm in there just ragging on him. Like, his buddy was like, or he said, yeah, my buddy said it was a good game, so I tried it out. I was like, you should lose that friend. He is clearly not out for your best interest. and he starts
his number.
And apparently he's on Discord with him saying, yo, man, my chat's telling me that I should dump you. Yeah. So probably just gonna do that this week. I don't really have much else.
Okay.
I do have a shameless shout out. Do you guys like Girl Scout cookies?
Oh,
I mean, I do. I
like this. I like the.
They're going
coconut
on sale right now, and I don't know of anybody around here that's really selling them. But Adam sent me something that said, there's a post that's going around that says if you're in need of Girl Scout cookies this year and don't have a local troop to support, you can consider buying from Troop 6000, which is a group of girls that live in New York that live in homeless shelters. So
They're also doing something with I don't know if it's everywhere or just Florida. Free shipping on Girl Scout cookies.
send me the link to that if you
Yeah.
don't mind. Grand.
just post. You're gonna like after this is done, you're gonna have like 9 things that you gotta look at.
That's fine. You guys know how I like to queue up things up and then slowly got tackled with log. So,
Yo, my list is depressing.
all right, Brian. Well, tell me what you're gonna destroy this week from that list. Hit it. When did
Tuesday.
you just have a
It's supposed to be a
seizure?
productive day, so I won't be streaming. And I already finished Fleabag, so I don't know what's gonna block me this time.
I mean, I can give you more recommendations. Papa's on the heater.
Fuck you. Wednesday we're playing Borderlands. Thursday we're playing Remnant.
Yep.
If Kelsey remembers, he has the game.
I remember I had the game.
Friday
Well,
I'm playing.
Actually, that bad once I finished it.
Friday, I'm ignoring that. Friday, a friend of mine wants to play Skullgirls because he's like just recently started playing it. So
Oh,
Let's
Fighting
go,
Fridays. Let's go.
I'm not streaming that.
Oh,
And in the weekend we'll find out.
okay.
Probably, I mean, if I have free time and I want to play something, it's probably gonna be Monster Sanctuary.
Nice.
Unless I get to a point where, like, with a lot of games where I get it and I've had enough of this, but it doesn't mean I didn't like it. But we'll see if I follow through with it.
Okay.
Kind of how I was with Pokemon. I was like, this is cool. I don't care anymore.
I keep telling I want to do the DLC, but then I look at it and I'm like, I have this other stuff I haven't done. And then I load up something I've already beaten, or like some kind of multiplayer game.
Okay.
I need to get the fucking Muay Thai one. Anthony, let me ask you something, Jack. What the fuck are you doing?
Oh,
I've been looking for something new to play on my phone. I haven't really found anything.
Epic 7 is what I play. And Skullgirls Mobile is on there, and he's already out on the mobile version.
Any other plugs that we want to like throw out there that we're not getting paid for?
I hate
So
these.
Stadia, finally getting off its ass and doing what it's supposed to.
We'll fucking see. We'll see. fucking tight alert now.
Is your schedule tight? What are you doing?
My schedule's pretty tight actually. Today we have the podcast, which is hello. That's what we got here going. Tomorrow we doing Cyber Shadow. Hopefully I can finish it tomorrow. Finish up the recording for that. Wednesday is going to be Borderlands 3 with myself, Brian, and Abby. And then Thursday is Remnant with myself, Brian, and Weird/Kelsey. And then that's it for the week. That's planned. YouTube videos, Immortals playthrough is going up on Mondays as planned. Cyber Shadow is going to be going up Thursdays now because the Mario Galaxy runs over since I finished Mario Galaxy. The edited Scott Pilgrim video's up. I threw that together last Saturday when I was in productive mode. Turned out pretty good, so go watch it. It's like 3 minutes of your life.
Turned out pretty good.
No, not really. I'm bawling. So what are we
What's
talking?
so funny?
Well, if you were paying attention instead of watching porn, you would know.
Randall, your dick's out.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was I talking? Holy crap! Oh, and that's it. I don't know what else is coming out this week. I think it's Immortals. I think that's something I have ongoing. Oh, and Call of Duty Zombies from our playthrough the last time is going up on Sundays, and then our Darksiders Genesis playthroughs are wrapping up too for Saturdays. What else do I have on the channel? I forgot. Oh well. Oh, Going Under. I also need to get back to that, but those videos are going up on the YouTube as well. I forgot what day.
Bro.
And I think that's it for me. What happened, Brian? Got any closing thoughts here?
I looked up on howlongtobeat.com. It shows you like the average playtime for games. It's not porn, I promise. Monster Sanctuary main story 28 hours. Why can't I play short games anymore?
Because you like playing deep RPG games, and those take up a lot of time.
Do you know that the WhiteHouse.com used to be a porn site?
No way.
Yeah.
It's not anymore, though, right?
No. Pretty
Fuck.
sure it's actually about the actual White House.
That's pretty
yeah.
funny.
The WhiteHouse.com used to be a porn site.
I like that. That's probably done on purpose. Like, they bought that domain up quick, put porn on it, so people can go. I fucks with that. That's good business. That's good moves. That's it for the week. Unless you guys have anything else to say. Nope.
I've got nothing.
Okay.
I'm pregnant and it's mine.
Congratulations. And we'll get that pregnancy update next week on the ADLR Podcast. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.